All right, great morning. Listen, folks, this is our second training call, but we're gonna start doing these a little bit more often. What the plan is, we're gonna do these training calls at least every other week. We'll have what we call, kind of our virtual Super Saturday, where we're training, we're getting new reps started, we're showing you how to build your business. I'm fired up. Listen, I had to get myself back into this zone here, and some of you have been with me. Listen, it's been 11 years in the making of me being in this industry. I cannot believe it, but I love it. I love it. I love it. There's been some, you have those moments that the hate and love relationship, but that's with anything, right? Even with your jobs today, your corporate job, whatever you have going on, you may have a hate-love relationship, but there's things that you love about it. There's things you don't love about it. But what I love about what we're about to do today, it is something that we absolutely control. We get to lift the lids off of our income. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a lot of money today. But we also get to create. We get to be co-creators with a company. I hope that you enjoy, that you see value in, the products, the services, and you see yourself building an empire here. And just to let you guys know, for those who are brand new to the industry, maybe you signed up or you've been watching me, you've never been a part of my organization, or you're on here. We're in the same organization, meaning GFU as a whole, one team, one dream. And listen, we want to launch this thing off the right way. So today I want to give you the tools, the proper tools, so that you can build your business. So and my wife, she will be giving her story, because I want her to give her perspective of when we first started in this industry, over 10 years ago. And just like anybody else, you're fearful, you're scared, you don't know who to reach out to, you have certain mental blocks. Okay, typically that's all it is. Meaning you can't build your business because you have a mental block. What are they going to think about me if I reach out to them? I haven't talked to them in a long time. They're going to think I'm trying to sell them something. Or you have all these mental things that are holding you back from making the income that you want to make in your life, right? You're looking at the paycheck. You're like, man, I would love to make $10,000 a month, right? Okay, I would love to make $25,000 a month, but where do I start? Right? Do I have do I have the $25,000 a month caliber? Maybe not right now, but you will. And so I'm going to give you the blueprint to really walk through how to become the person that wants to make the income that you want to make. All right. Because the truth is, we have to elevate ourselves to a point to make the income. All right. And I remember when I first started in this industry, I was excited because I seen a video. First company I joined was a travel company. Similar to this, but I'll tell you the compensation plan was nowhere near to what GFU is. But I started that company, and here's what got me excited. I'm gonna give you guys the true story of how Wanda and I got started. I don't know if Zulema is on here, but Zulema, who was Wanda's auntie, my auntie-in-law, okay, she called up during Christmas time, and we were doing some heavy real estate stuff then. I was a pilot at that time, but I was heavy into real estate, y'all. And then I had invented a product that I was selling through Amazon. And so Zulema had reached out, and she talked to Wanda. She's like, you guys would be so perfect. I see you guys are doing business. And my wife, her perspective, she wanted to travel. So I want you guys to hear this story, because you're going to have to be emotionally aware, okay, and be able to read people of what their needs are. You're going to have some people they want the money, they're focused on the business. So if you're talking so much about another part, it may turn them off, versus you may have someone who may be turned off by the money and they really want the service or the product. So you got to know who you're talking to, and you'll know that by asking the proper questions. And we're going to talk about all of this on this call and give you a blueprint on how to operate and build a massive empire. Listen, I've been involved. The goal, we all start and say, this is the company, right? And, I thought my last company was the company. This is my third company and last company. And I will tell you the research that I did with this company and why I'm all in this company. And we're going to talk about that. But my first company was travel, and how it came about is my wife, she was introduced by her aunt. And she was already talking about travel. Listen, my wife wanted to travel. She was already talking about it. Me, I was focused on accumulating wealth in our family, increasing our net worth. I had just had the conversation with a financial advisor, when getting my insurance plan. And you get those intimate questions asked to you. Hey, what's in your bank account? What's in your savings account? What's your net worth? And that moment, that's when the time I was buying a lot of real estate. So most of my net worth was locked up in the real estate. Okay. But the truth was, just getting started, yes, some of that equity was building up. Okay. But in my head, I'm like, man, I don't really have a net worth right now. Even though at that time, we had probably, the time we started that company, World Ventures, we had literally over a dozen properties under our name. We were making 10 grand a month, doing that. And But he was talking about my net worth, and that's what it really dawned on me to really look at that, because for me, I felt it was embarrassing. It was a very intimate conversation, right? And I started focusing on my net worth. That started being a big deal. So when I put that target there, it made me realize, like, yeah, we need to do something. So when Zulema reached out to Wanda, of course, Wanda wanted to travel and she felt we had the money, but I was always just holding up because I wanted to build up and get more real estate and get more real estate. And my wife came and talked to me. She said, "Hey, babe, my aunt just reached out to me." She said, "There's this travel thing that we can do, and it's $50 a month." And she's going through kind of the presentation in her head of what she learned. And I'm like, "So $50." So it's explained to me, it's $50 a month that we pay, and then what happens? And she said, "Then you get to go book on the website and your travel is discounted." I said, "Well, instead of us paying $50 a month, how about this? How about I just save $50 a month? And then when we get to the month that we need to go take that vacation, we'll take it." Do you see where the disconnect happened at? My wife was telling the story and I didn't see the video. And this is the crazy part. I said no. And so I wasn't going to join network marketing. Okay. And I didn't know it was network marketing at the time. We just knew it was a travel thing. And so later on, my wife just let me know because she's non-confrontational. And probably about 2 days later, I get a call from a gentleman from my squadron. Now, I was the guy in the squadron. I was already doing real estate. I was doing other things on the side outside of being a pilot. So I was known for being the financial guy in the squadron. So people would come and they would ask me questions about financial things all the time. And so I had a young man call me up, and he was smart. You see, if you have someone who you feel is what you call them, more qualified to you, or they're like, we call them, they're on your chicken list, right? You're scared to call them because they're already successful in your eyes. There's going to be a certain thing that you have to do to get their attention. And this young man, he did that. He said, "Man, listen," he called me up. He said, "Bro, I'm excited about something, but I want to make sure it's the right thing." He said, "Listen, I know that you are on point with your business and financial, and you do the research on these companies." He said, "I did some research on this company, man. I'm excited." I said, and he started talking about his mentor. He said, "Man, I got a mentor, and this dude is making this amount of money, and he's traveling. He's showing me this deal, and I want you to see it to see if you see what I see." And I said, "Okay, definitely. I'll take a look at it." And so he got me to see the video. I need you to hear this because this was big. This is what got me in the industry 11 years ago. Okay. He said, "I just need you to see it and then tell me your thoughts." And so I go watch this video. And what I'm watching is it's a travel video, and it's showing people traveling around the world. And I'm like, okay, interesting. I'm watching people having a lifestyle. I'm seeing the social group, people doing it together. That's what got my attention. It wasn't that just people were traveling, it's that they were doing it together. Okay. And then it gets to the end and it starts talking about the opportunity. And then for me, the opportunity hit me. It shows me, and I didn't know what network marketing. So you guys know, I didn't know what network marketing was. So you need to know that not everyone knows what network marketing is. So when you go to talk to someone, don't assume they know what direct sales or network marketing is. Not everyone is going to have a negative attitude or "I've seen those things before." No one, I didn't know. I was just a pilot in the Air Force, and this business opportunity got offered to me. And then I see the end of it, and I'm like, wait. Now, mind you, I was deployed, 4 to 8 months out of the year for my family. Okay. And one of my biggest years was making $90,000 a year, and I had to be deployed for 8 months of the year to get tax free. Okay. And so when I seen this opportunity, and they're like, "Listen, you have the opportunity to make up to, then it was 600,000 a year. Okay. 50,000 a month. That was the top of the compensation plan that they were talking about. And I'm like, and it says, just signing up customers to go travel. And I'm like, that's it? And depending on who you show, they're gonna be like, you show the right person making a certain amount of money. And so I'm looking at the presenter who's saying, I'm the person who makes, I'm the top of this company. And I'm like, feel like not to be cocky, but I was like, I feel like I'm more qualified than them. I can go do this. So just know your job is going to be, if you want to build this empire, is to show the business, show the perspective. You don't know who you're talking to on the other end. So we're going to break down today. We're going to go over some product knowledge. Okay, because it's important. We're going to go over back office knowledge, how to leverage your back office. We're going to go over the CRM that the company already has. If you haven't been using the GFU app, there's a GFU 2.0 app. I did hear it's going to go away, but I've been leveraging it like crazy. What I typically do before a presentation is I send out quick reminders like, hey, presentation in 5 minutes, hop on, if I've already invited them early. So we're going to go over all those things and give you the tools you need, okay, to build a 6-figure or more empire in this industry, folks. And it's absolutely doable, okay? But I believe here, and I want you to hear this statement. This is why 90 days is so important. Your business is built every 90 days. Okay. 90 days is a long enough length and a short enough length for you to put high intensity into your business, because your first 90 days will set, listen to me, y'all. Okay. Your first 90 days will set the next couple of years of your business on fire. Okay. If you do it right. And that means all out massive action for 90 consecutive days. Okay. And I want you to know, anything that you do for 90 days, do you understand that you will get results? Okay. Anything you do for 90 days. If you go to the gym for 90 days straight, okay, I promise you, you're going to see some results, unless you're going to the gym and just going to sit in the restroom. Okay. But you go for 90 days and you go to the gym, you're going to see results. So guess what? If you do your business for 90 days, that means doing income producing activities for 90 straight days, you're going to see results in your business. And the results here, right? It can be $700 a month. Okay. But if you're making $700 a month strongly for the next several years, is that powerful? Absolutely. Okay. It could be $5,000 a month you hit in 90 days. If you're making 60 grand part-time over the next several years, is that powerful? Absolutely. Or you might be among the few to say, I'm hitting director, I'm making 10 grand a month, or I'm hitting diamond, I'm making $50,000 a month. Life-changing. Listen, I never thought it was possible to make that amount of income. Okay. Because we weren't making that amount of income like that. And when we got into the industry, I started seeing people look like me, sound like me, or you might see people that you feel are less qualified than you, making 6 figures a month. Okay. It's possible. You know, I remember my first mentor said, listen, he said, you know, you're in the right place when you start seeing stupid people get rich. Now, I'm sorry for the language, but he used to say, now I'm like, I guess that makes sense. You start seeing stupid people getting rich, you better hop in the bowl. Okay. So we're going to show you just how you can build your business, folks. So we're going to go over the schematics, and then, you know, I'll do a little bit of storytelling with you here, and we'll close it out. But I'm excited because we're going to bring on, one more thing. We're going to bring on Presidential Diamond, Calvin Becerra. If you guys don't know who Calvin Becerra is, I'm so blessed to be a part of the company. It's so crazy how small this industry is. Okay. And so coming here to this company, Calvin Becerra actually was the mentor of previous mentors, right? So imagine, you know, you've been mentored by someone, and then you have to, you know, make a move, and now you're mentored by the mentor's mentor. Okay. That's where we are here. Calvin Becerra has been in this industry for over a decade, has been making millions as a $1 million earner in his 20s. You know, he's in his 40s now. He's been killing the game, lives in California in a nice estate. And you'll see he's just an average guy, just like everybody else, but he's done some phenomenal things in the industry. He's one of the top 5 network marketers in the industry, and we are all a part of his organization. We also have Jan Munderlich. He won't be on the call, but Jan Munderlich is one of our German uplines. He is a blue diamond. Jan is 28 years old. He's making $100,000 a month in the company as well too. And I just want to show you guys, like, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter your skill set. Okay, it matters your work ethic. Okay, if you have the work ethic, you can win in this industry. Okay, that means I don't care if you're not even skilled at talking. You may be listening to me right now and like, man, he can talk so good, or maybe you think I don't talk good. But either way, you're like, how does he know what to say? I remember saying that to my man. How does he just know what to say? How do you know how to move the crowd? It just comes with experience. It comes with just doing the reps. Okay. And the more reps you do, the better you get. See, when I launched in this company, I started doing the reps, right? Doing these presentations. Now you see me do a presentation, just doing the reps, doing the reps, doing the reps, doing the reps. That's it. And when you do the reps, do the reps, do the reps, do the reps, you just get stronger. And eventually people start joining your team, joining your team, and joining your team. That's the compound. And that's why your first 90-day run, what you do right now, is the most important thing you'll ever do in your career in network marketing. Okay. And so I hope that I give you the tools you need today to do your first 90-day run and to be successful inside of our organization and inside of GFU as an establishment. Wrong slideshow here. Let me bring up, got the wrong one. Let me bring up the right one. All right, close that one out. Here we go. Got a lot of PowerPoints open. Give me 1 minute, folks. Here we go. If you guys have any questions in between, just feel free to to post in the chat here, and I'll make sure I answer any questions. So I always look at the chat, so I'll make sure I answer any questions while we're going through this thing. Like I said, you're going to be seeing our presidential diamond, Becerra. He's well, that's 400K a month. I'm sorry, I was going to say a year, a month inside this company, 375,000 a month. And then we have our VP of Global Business Development. All these guys come from previous billion-dollar companies. So understand that, we have talent in this company that is used to working inside the billion-dollar industry. So I have no doubt that what we're about to do here in GFU is going to be phenomenal, as we have a superstar team in place right now. And you guys are part of that movement right now. We're early. GFU has been in existence now a little bit over 5 years. And what we're in, it's called the accumulation stage. So we've already passed the years where most companies fail their first 2 years. Most network marketing companies, they fail within the first 2 years. Okay, they're past that point. We're now in the accumulation stage where people are starting to hear about GFU. GFU is starting to become a threat, maybe for other companies that are out there. The name is happening. GFU is making their wave in travel, not only internationally, but now we're moving into the United States market. And this is really the market we want to expand more in. And this is where each person on this call, this is where you come in at, where you have an opportunity to be first and expand the United States market, and we're here. Okay, have you ever said, I want to be first for something? You are here, and it matters what you do over the next 90 days that will change your life forever. Okay, so I want to give you the steps for creating a 6-figure blueprint or beyond inside of your business. And the first one with anything, okay, if you never set goals, you got to set goals when it comes to network marketing, right? Whether you use scripture or you're spiritual, there's a scripture called Habakkuk 2:2 where it says, write it down and make it clear. And I look at that and I say, well, listen, that's for a reason. Write your goals down, make them clear so that you can run to them. Isn't that just common sense? That's clear. Okay, so when you set a goal is just basically setting a finish line. So your first goal may be, hey, I want to get my 4. Okay, and I want to get my 4 the first week. And if you're serious, right, you trigger your mind to say, I'm getting my 4 in the first week. Okay, that means you have 7 days to work your business. So how am I going to get my 4? Well, we're going to talk about things like the law of average. Okay. And when we're talking about the law of averages, if you expose, and it's important for you to document your numbers. Okay. It's very important for you to document your numbers every time so that you know what your close rate is. So if you say, I want to get my first 4 customers in the first 7 days, well, then first I need to know my closing rate. So if I show 10 customers, and let's say of the 10 customers that I try to show, or let's say I invite 10 customers, and of those 10 customers, only 6 of them show, and of the 6 of them that show, okay, 1 of them signs up. Okay, so then I know out of 10 people that I'm going to expose overall, I'm going to get 1 sign up. So for me to get my 4, I have to expose 40 people. Okay, I have to try to invite 40 people. Okay, so I have to try to invite 40 people with the intent of getting only 60% of that. Okay, so if I invite 46%, somewhere around this is quick math in public. Forget the math, I messed myself up. But 30, 36, somewhere around there. I know I'm all messed up right now. So probably you expose 20, it's 22, 20, 24. So you expose 24 folks actually who watch the video, and then basically 6 of them are going to sign up. So when you know your numbers, you can know who you're going to expose and just go through the numbers. Today, we're going to talk about, thank you, Andre. Today, we're going to talk about, okay, what it looks like to expose your customers over the next 90 days. Think about it. If you know that in your list of, let's say you make your list of 100 people, okay? If you know in your list of 100 prospects that somewhere in there you have, 4 people, four leaders that are going to blow this business up, meaning they're going to just go do this thing, how fast would you go through that list? A lot of us, our business is not growing fast because we're not going through our list fast enough. What I know, no matter how I enter a company, I'm going to enter the same exact way when it comes to sales, okay? And we're going to talk about doing one-on-ones that lead to two-on-ones, and two-on-ones lead to home events and to big events, okay? Anyone can do that, not just being a leader. Everyone on this call is considered a leader. You own your business today. You can start today and say, I want to make a sale, okay? And this is why we say the person who holds the clicker gets paid quicker. Why? When you start learning the presentation, you can present, you can push play. Okay, you can build your business without waiting for me or waiting for some other person to do a presentation for you. You have the tools that you need to go out and get money inside of your business, and you lift the cap off of your business for real. So what I want you to do today, I want you to set a clear goal for where you're going over the next 90 days. Okay. And you can break that up. So you can have your 90-day goal. Okay. And then you can have your short-term goals, what is your month goal? So in the month, I want to hit silver executive. Silver executive is 7-7. We'll talk about the compensation plan. So I want to make $700 a month or $1,000 a month. Now, trust me, you can go much faster. Okay. It's all up to you. And we're going to talk about that, but set your rank goal and set your number goal and put a date on it. If you don't put a date on it, it's not really a goal. Okay. A goal must be specific and it must be measurable. Okay. So measure means it must have a date on it. If it doesn't have a date on it, you're not going to get there. Understand your product or service. So when you join a business, listen, I've started multiple businesses. And the first thing that I always jump into is, what am I selling? Okay. Understand what your product is. What is the travel? What is the travel offer? I hope you looked all through your portal already to learn what we offer in travel. I hope you've already looked in your placing an order. So you see in your back office what orders look like. If I buy this individually, okay, what does my website look like? How do I send my website out to people so that they can order the collagen, order the Live product? Do they have to be, a member, or can they just be a customer of mine? We're going to talk about that too. They can just be a customer. Okay. And so understand your product and service. Identify your target market. We're going to go through that. Okay. Network marketing, prospecting, learn effective sales tactics through training like we're doing right now. Build a strong sales pitch, value added selling. That means understanding the value that we have. We have a lot of value, by the way. Okay. So when it comes to selling our travel, I'll tell you, hands down, we're going to win every single time. If you don't even know how to present right now, okay, I'm confident that our products alone, okay, will sell themselves back. If you just open up our travel portal and you did a comparison against Expedia or Priceline, against anything, you're going to win over that client, that customer. And they'll either get a free trial from you or they'll actually become a member, okay? Because they'll see it. Time management. How much time are you putting into your business? I always say your 9 to 5 pays your bills and your 5 to 9 builds your fortune, okay? And so if you're trying to build a fortune right now, meaning you want to be a millionaire, you want to make $100,000 a year, whatever that thing is, okay? How much time are you going to put into your business? Now, most of the time what happens is we make an excuse. We put more time in the dead end job that we have, not saying that do everything you need for your job, but then put the same or at least half of that time into your business as well too. Income producing activities. So that means for 4 hours, when I say income producing activities for 4 hours, I'm going to be showing prospects in some way. I'm going to be inviting people. I'm talking to people, or any one of the forms. I'm going out to recreate my list. And so we'll talk about it. Some of you may be on here and you say, well, I don't think I have anyone to show. Okay. Well, we'll address that too. Now, what's proven is that before the age of 21, we've have made at least 1,000 friends. Okay. But we all have friends. We're on Facebook. So we all have friends in some shape or form or capacity of what we're operating in. Okay. Track your progress, track what you want to build. If you don't track your progress or what you're showing, then you're not really doing your business. Okay, upselling, cross-selling is going to be very easy in this company. What I love is we have some funnels where whether you give them a free trial and travel, or whether they're becoming a live customer for free, okay, to maybe buy some collagen or buy products, okay, this company makes it very clear on either how to upsell or how to cross-sell, which is powerful. Like in the back office right now, okay, you guys are on this call. Well, we have a new product just got released called Wave, right? And it's currently, you can pre-buy it right now. We have a big package in the back office. So there's going to be opportunities for you to upsell and cross-sell in this company. And this is what makes our compensation so powerful, and what makes GFU so powerful in this industry, because no company has done it like this before. No company has mastered travel while also mastering their other verticals inside the company, but GFU has, right? Leverage the technology. We're going to talk about the GFU Connect app as well as the GFU app that we have. You can leverage that by literally just showing someone, hey, look what I got right here. Look, I got access to real estate mentors. I got access to Forex mentors. So you have access to a lot of technology at your hands where you can just show. And then the biggest part about this industry is you must be persistent and you got to be resilient. And when I say be resilient, you got to be able to take a punch. So when I'm looking for leadership inside of my organization, brand new leaders, what I'm looking for, the number one thing I'm looking for, coachability. Okay. Because if they're coachable, I know they're going to win. When I first started, my first mentor, I was coachable to the T. As a matter of fact, I was so coachable. When I came in, I was his newest leader. Okay. But one of the first leaders to go to the top rank in the company before his leaders that he had been in 4 years before. Okay. Understand, you're going to have, if you don't do it, someone else is going to come in and do it. Okay. I was that first networker when I came into my first company. Okay. Brand new blood. I was coachable because I wanted to make $1 million a year. And the person I was talking to was making $1 million a year, even though he was 4 years younger than me. And so I was like, whatever he tells me to do, I'm going to do it. Okay. Told me to do advice like this. I did advice exactly like he told me to do. And guess what? We start winning. Okay. So the person who has your best interest at heart in this industry, okay, is the person that is launching you. Why? Now, we got to make this plain and clear. When you get paid, I get paid. Think of it. So if you get paid and if I get paid when you get paid, how fast do I want you to get paid? Very, very fast. Okay. And that's what people have to understand about this industry is that's how it works. The person that is sponsoring you has the most interest to get you and make you successful. So leverage that. Allow them to make you successful. Listen to exactly what they want you to do, but you got to be coachable. Okay. Because if you're not coachable, it's going to be hard. And one day you're just going to quit because you're not doing the right thing. Resilience, you got to take a punch. You're going to get no's. People are going to tell you, I'm reading a book by Robert Greene and Curtis Jackson with 50 Cent called The 50th Law. And the 50th Law is that people fear being themselves. Okay. In this industry, you're going to have to learn how to be yourself, okay, and not be scared of what people think about you, okay? The first thoughts that enter our head when we enter a company like this or this industry is like what people are going to think about us. Oh, I'm one of those people. What? You're one of those people that have an opportunity now to make 6 figures and beyond. That's what type of person I am in this industry, okay? Seek mentorship and training. Just like you're on here right now, choose to always hop on these trainings. I will tell you when I first started in this industry, just like anything else, okay? I became a pilot. I was always plugged in. When I got into network marketing, I stayed plugged in. Any training call I can get on. Look, I was even sneaking on other teams' training calls. I was on everyone's training calls because first for me, let me just tell you guys, I wasn't the greatest speaker. My wife, phenomenal. You know, theater major. Like my wife can get in front of a room, move the room like no other. She is gifted. Okay, she's always been that way. And I remember when we started network marketing, I was not. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you guys what it looked like the first day when my mentor put me in front of the room. I was profusely sweating in front of the group. All my pilot buddies looking at me. I had a 7 Series BMW sitting outside though from the results that I produced in that company. But I was sweating my butt off my first presentation. I sucked bad. And I remember because my wife twiddled her fingers while I was talking, and I was so nervous. I remember walking off stage, couldn't even introduce my mentor to come up and finish the deal. But here I am today. Okay, you got to get good at something that's worth getting good at. Okay. We get really good at our jobs, but our job is never going to give us a raise most of the time, right? Imagine getting good at something that it takes the lid off of your income. You have the potential to make $500,000 a month one day if you get just that good. Okay, if you get just that relentless, if you show just that many people and you're able to train and make other people successful. Okay, see, you get paid in commensurate to the problems that you can solve, to the people that you can lead. Leadership is one of the greatest paying careers. And my goal today is to teach you and show you how you can form and become the leader you're supposed to be, okay, inside of this company, inside of, I believe, going to be one of the #1 companies in the industry. And I promise you that. And I believe that I never really miss with this. I believe this is the company here, okay? And so we're going to teach you how to scale your efforts and then evaluate and then adjust, okay? So moving on. Here's how you set your goals and make them clear. You're going to define your goals. So if your goal is to make $10,000 director inside this company, okay, plan that out. We know the director is 250, which we'll go over here. Okay, how do we do that? I'm going to talk about the form of building through people. Okay, you're the first build through, so it starts with you. See, the speed. Write this down. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So here's my question to you: going the speed that you're going right now. If you were to sponsor your first customer going at the speed you're going right now, how fast will your business grow? And if you're like, man, I'm going pretty slow, I'm not really exposing anyone. If every day goes by and you don't expose not one person, yeah, you're not doing your business. And that's what's called duplication. Your team is going to duplicate exactly what you're doing. But if they see you're sponsoring people, constantly sponsoring people, you're leading by example, if they're going to say, you know what, let me get off my butt and let me start sponsoring people too. Okay. And so define your goal, be the leader, speed of the leader, speed of the pack, make that goal, make sure it's specific, have a target on it, timeline. Okay, your timeline is when exactly do you want to finish it, and then have a time frame. We're doing a 90-day run. Someone asked me, I think he's on the call now, what does a 90-day run look like? And we're going to talk about what does a 90-day run look like. It's all out massive action. You're only focused on that for 90 days. You're exhausted by the time that you go to bed. Okay, that's what it looks like to do a 90-day run in this industry. You see, making 6 figures to 7 figures a year is not an easy task. Okay, it's going to take some resiliency and some relentlessness to get in there. So and also as you do this more and more, you're going to start believing more. Okay, so as we shift here, we're going to go into a little bit of product knowledge here. We're going to have our VP of Global Business Development come on. He's going to talk about some of the vision of the company, product developments that are happening, and probably a little bit more of our products and where we're going. Okay, so I'm just going to cover a couple things on here. I don't want to go of lap over what he's probably going to talk about. But what I want you to learn here, okay? Learn what the benefits are. Not that you have to oversell this. We're not selling the benefits of our collagen, but you should be knowledgeable because there's going to be people that you meet. Okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm that type of person. If someone comes to me and I ask a certain question and I feel that they don't know it, I may disqualify them from even leading me, okay, if they don't have the knowledge. And so at least have some type of knowledge or know where the information is at so that you can give to your future prospect, all right? And so what are the benefits of college? And maybe this may give you belief. Here's what I know. I've been in the fitness arena I'm 44 years old. I've been in the fitness arena for over 30 years. I've been working out since I was 14. I got really serious at 18. Okay, got in bodybuilding when I was 19. Mr. Panama City in bodybuilding at 21. I've been in this industry for a long time and I enjoy it. Okay. And so when we talk about supplements, I get giddy about it. And because I do know that it does help. If you want to look younger, collagen is the deal for you. Why? Because it improves skin health. Why? Because 90% of our skin comes from collagen. It's made up of collagen. So we're drinking it to make sure the elasticity of our skin stays strong as we age over time. Joint pain release. As you age, I'm in my 40s. Yes, you're going to get joint pain. Okay. And so, yeah, you want cartilage to continue to be built up and to protect your joints. You know, all there's no secret if you play sports, you're going to lose cartilage as well, too. So taking a supplement that helps to protect those joints is very important. Bone health as we get older, okay, it starts to also go backwards, especially if you're not working out in the gym. You know, if you work out in the gym, you're going to increase your bone health mass. If you don't, your bones are going to get weaker. Collagen also helps to improve your bones. So these are some benefits, of course, boosting muscle mass. What that means, you know, collagen is not necessarily a protein that produces muscle mass per se, but it can contribute to, you know, limiting, you know, your fat depending on how you use it. Okay. So weight management is what I like to call it. All right, so just understand that about collagen, those are benefits. So if you're talking to someone and maybe they're talking about I'm struggling with my weight or I have this going on, and you may say, man, I have just the right thing for you, or whatever the case may be to expose them to your product. They may just become a customer. They don't have to be an affiliate in your organization. Okay, you say, hey, I got just a thing. I want you to try this out. Go to my website, buy this for $46 real quick. Tell me how it works for you. I drink it every day and give your story about what it did for you. Okay, and you don't have to do any makeup story, nothing over the top. Just, hey, I take it every morning. I feel good. I go to the gym. I take it right before I go to the gym. I replace my soda with it. Whatever that true story is for you, tell that true story. All right. What are benefits of antioxidants? So our Live product is a super antioxidant. Listen, I love to eat fruit. So between taking my antioxidants and eating fruit, I do them both. All right. So your antioxidants, your fruits, your berries, your blackberries, your raspberries. Okay, these are all antioxidants that when you eat them, they go in and they kill free radicals. Listen, what is it? I want you to think about nature and the earth. I call that Earth's candy. And so what's the odds that you eating fruit, antioxidants are in them, that it's something that cures the body holistically? Now, I'm a holistic person naturally as well, too. So if you start going down this track, you will learn that antioxidants are really just a super ingredient, the Earth's ingredient to cure, I won't say cure, but to keep us balanced as human beings. Okay. And so you'll see here some of the quick benefits here. I'll show you where to grab this in the back office as well, too. But protection against cell damage, antioxidants neutralize free radicals. Free radicals is what damages the molecules that are inside of you, which in turn causes disease or puts you at risk for more diseases. Okay. There's a lot happening right now inside this world between cancer, diabetes, heart disease. All of these things are happening and they compound on top of each other. And so what antioxidants do, look, I'm talking about antioxidants without even talking about our product yet. Okay. But what antioxidants do is they go in, they clear up all that stuff. I like to call them, they're my antioxidant soldiers. They go in and they clear everything out to make sure your body is working correctly. And if you want to know if you have issues in your body, one of the first issues that we see is inflammation. Inflammation shows you that you're having some type of issues in your body. And what antioxidants do is they come in so they can reduce the inflammation in your body. All right. So that's our Live product. So just give me a little bit of product knowledge. Of course, you can go back and see this recording here. Some of the things that are in our Live product, which is our antioxidant, is glutathione. It helps to neutralize harmful molecules. What I just talked about here, okay? This is just really the science behind it. Reducing the risk of chronic disease, oxidative stress related to conditions. So oxidative stress comes from several things, okay? It comes from smoking. It comes from stress, really stress in the body. Even going to the gym and exercising can cause oxidative stress. Smog or pollution around you, oxidative stress. Someone smoking around you, oxidative stress. So we all have it, and we all need to take some type of antioxidant or eat our antioxidants. Now, here's the crazy part. A majority of people do not eat enough antioxidants. Most people don't even eat fruits because they're expensive. Okay, so this is a sure version to make sure they're getting at least the recommended amount of oxidants into their system every single day. Makes it very simple for them. Take a quick back, boom, done. Okay, so if you're not doing it, you take your pack every day. I take my 2 packs every day. Okay, helps the body eliminate toxins. We have a lot of toxins in our body and maintain healthy balance of various chemicals. Remember, we talked about that balance in the body. Okay? Glutathione can enhance the production and activity of certain immune systems, improving the body's ability to fight infection and illnesses. So treat it like a vitamin for your body. If you take your daily vitamins too, you basically just be increasing your immune system. So this can also be a part of your daily regimen to improve your immune system with your vitamins. All right. Resveratrol. Man, I always mess up that name, but I got it down today. You can say it with me. Resveratrol. Okay. Resveratrol is a big ingredient inside of our product. The doctor just talking about it here. Once again, it helps to protect cells against oxidative damage. Same thing, is just a big time antioxidant formula that we have inside of our Live product, okay? And it can help to mitigate chronic inflammation. Remember, inflammation is what leads to everything. I want you to think of inflammation in your body like when your car is overheating, okay? It's giving you signs like you're about to break down, okay? So if you have inflammation in your body, inflammation that maintains on your body is going to continually eat at and break down your body over time. So it's like running your car overheated. How long can you run your car with it being overheated? We know eventually that thing's going to bust a gasket, right? Our body is the same exact way. If you go your life just being inflamed, and most time you can tell, listen, let me give you it's kind of it's funny. You guys have cankles. If you're the person people told you your whole life you got cankles, it's not cankles, y'all. It's inflammation. I was able to avoid the cankle talk because I was like a buff guy, but I had cankles, y'all. I had inflammation and I didn't know it. And for those who didn't know, I was diagnosed with lupus way back in 2012. I ended up going on a plant-based diet, cleared everything up, took myself off the traditional medicines. And I really went to a holistic, started living my life holistically versus using any medicine. They wanted to have me on steroids and all this other stuff. And I took myself off because I knew it was so much more harmful than them even trying to cure me. And if you don't know, Western medicine doesn't cure, it just treats. So I took myself off all that, and I learned the power of kind of curing yourself holistically on my own, okay? And so when I look at this was just in alignment with who I already was. And I'm just kind of telling you guys this. When you start learning about your health and your condition, you get excited and motivated about it. Including arthritis and diabetes and cardiovascular disease. These are all just inflammation, okay? And when you learn the simplicity, when we say cancer, for example, okay, not saying our product, I'm not saying our product cures cancer. I just want to make sure that's out there. But what I'm saying when we say cancer, really means is you have a deformed cell inside your body that is now attacking. And so what we have to do is bring the body back to balance. Okay. So when you start learning these things, you start realizing the importance for your own health. And of course, you take it for yourself. Okay. It may also improve insulin sensitivity and help regulate blood sugars, making it potentially beneficial for an individual with diabetes or those at risk of developing the conditions. Do you know a majority of the United States has diabetes, y'all? For real. Okay. Pre-diabetic to diabetes, we have a definite pandemic when it comes to sugars. Okay. On every corner and everything, sugars are in your meats and everything. So just giving you guys some knowledge of why this is so important, why I'm so passionate about it. Okay, I don't just take it just because I'm selling it. No, this is something I've already been doing. It was a part of my lifestyle, and now I get to make money off of it. Okay, and now I get to tell people about it, my passion, but also offer them something that I'm actually using that benefits them as well too. Okay, and so identify, that's portion of the product knowledge. We'll go into our back office here shortly too. Identify your target market. All right, identify your target market. Understand the ideal customer. What is it in for them? Okay. Don't just think about what's in it for you. If you're thinking about what's in it for you, you're not necessarily going to win in this industry. You got to be customer centered, and your customers will feel that. Focus your efforts on promising leads. What are leads? Everyone is a lead. Okay. Okay. Don't focus on sales. Focus on leads. See, leads lead to leads. Okay, you may get someone, maybe they may not be the sale, but they may lead you to someone. A lot of folks that are in my organization were people that were leads from other people that maybe have known me, Okay. And then, yes, they still know me, but then this other person started following me and they know me and they became a lead. Okay. So you're going to have different leads. So we're going to talk about how to make your list, tailor your sales approach to their preferences, which will increase your chance for conversion. So, make sure that you're talking to the right person. Make sure they're in the market looking for what you're selling. Okay. Whether it's the health product, whether it's the travel product, or whether it's making more money. Okay. Everyone wants to make more money. Knowing your target market and prevents you from wasting time. All right, so understanding customer needs. So effective sales begins when you start empathizing with the customer. So let's say, right now we know that we're in an economic downturn. Okay, so most people are going to give you an excuse about, something dealing with money. I always say it all leads back to money. Okay, when someone delays getting inside the system, you can see that they probably want it, or they come back with some other excuse. Most time it is money. Me today, I don't necessarily do the hard close because I believe that people's opinion is their opinion. But what I do is try to educate them. Okay, not sell them, educate them, okay, and empathize with them. Okay, so what's happening right now is a lot of people are looking at their money like, is this going to be worth it? Okay, am I going to be able to make my money back? Will I be that guy to make the residual income? Will I be that guy or girl to make the residual income? And so you got to answer those questions for them. Okay, and you got to get them, pull it out of them. So how can we do that? Well, first, I'm going to empathize with them. Hey, listen, I was there before too. I had someone who said, man, I had someone literally, they're enrolling in my business. And I exposed them. They seen the video. I reached out to him, and he said, "Man, I'm just done with this industry." And what I told him, I said, "Listen, I get it, bro. Listen, I was there 8 months ago. I was done. I thought I was done. I thought I was done. And then I started getting out there in the workforce, and I said, you know what? They're still not going to pay my value. And I decided to just give it one more shot. And I did research on this company, and this company got me excited. And I got back in the game. I got back rejuvenated. And so that's why I launched back in. But I get it, bro. I'm with you. And, it needs space. So if ever you feel the need that you want to restart or do this thing, definitely hit me up. You know what's crazy? About 2 weeks later, he hit me up. He just happened to catch by the way, happened to just catch another piece of the presentation. And here's good note, write it down. Most of the time, the people you are going to sign up are going to need to be exposed at least 2 to 3 times. Most people will not sign up on the first presentation. They're going to sign up on the second or third presentation. Okay, there's something that's going to trigger. You got to know that. So don't be afraid to say, hey, I want to get you on, like, for example, maybe they've seen my presentation already, but they haven't seen Calvin Becerra. Okay, Calvin's the number one earner in this company. Okay, and so, hey, man, I just found out my mentor's mentor, okay, is actually presenting today, and he's been in this industry for so long. He understands the inside of this company. I just want you to see his perspective, and then get them on that presentation. Now you expose them to 2 people, okay, and then maybe my wife might be presenting, and they don't sign up from Calvin, so then they get on to Wanda's presentation. You've exposed them 3 times. It's likely they may sign up. Okay, and especially if they're continually getting on the presentation, that means they're open. They're looking for something. You just haven't found it yet. Okay, but empathize with the customer so that they can come back to you. And so I did. That customer came back to me. He's enrolling in the system. All right. Make sure you tailor your presentation to their specific needs. So this is why one-on-one presentations are very powerful. We're going to talk about how you start your 90-day run. It's going to be one-on-ones, two-on-ones, home events. All right. Identify their needs, pain points. We're going to talk about pain points here, and then enhance the overall experience. So I want you guys to definitely come back through this presentation. I'm going to speed through some things because I got some leaders that are in here. Let me see if Calvin is in here as well too. I don't want to waste Calvin's time here. I know he is out with family and everything, but he is going to embrace us here. And I'm going to let him talk a little bit here. So, and Calvin, let me know if you can't mess with me. Let me know if you are in a place to talk and you're ready right now. I will introduce you and get you.
Hey, bro. I'd say what's up, guys. I'm enjoying being on here, listening to you, Randy. Super excited to be partnered with you. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. I just dropped my other daughter off at cheer. I'm dropping my next one off at soccer, and then I'll be in the car headed back to cheer, so I'll be able to jump on here, bro. Always available.
Appreciate you. Listen, y'all. Listen, I respect Calvin so much. He is a family man, like doing big things in the industry. But one of the things I respect most is like he is out there doing the fatherly duties, and still, still building his business, right? Still a part of the organization. So just absolutely powerful. I believe one of the greatest reasons for coming here to G Fuel as well too that really intrigued me was the family orientation of the company, from the CEO all the way down. Okay, but anyways, let's get back into what we're talking about here. So here's one of the major parts of your business here that once you learn, you can screenshot this or you can come back to this, but you got to understand there's going to be pain points that you're looking for when you're looking at your customer, and of course you're going to get better over time. Okay, this is not something today you're gonna. So what's their pain point? No, you're not just gonna know this. You're gonna get better over time. It's gonna be you doing the reps. The more reps you do, the better you're gonna get. You're gonna mess it up. It's okay to mess it up at the beginning. Go mess it up. The people who mess it up, I messed it up a lot, y'all. Listen, my wife can tell you when my wife's gonna give her a story. She can tell you I messed it up a lot. Okay, I probably made my first mentor so nervous, the way that I was speaking so anxious, man. But I believed in what I was doing. Okay, and I wanted it so bad. My desire was so I was so hungry. Okay, and if you have that desire, I'm gonna tell you right now, desire over everything, you're gonna win. Okay, and so what are the list of customer pain points? Lack of time is a big one, right? So a lot of the things you're gonna get, lack of time may even be an objection for why they don't even get started with you, which is a perfect reason why they should get started. And this, once again, you're gonna empathize. Man, I thought the same thing before. Okay, so when you understand these pain points, okay, you're gonna talk to them, especially if they're real in your life too. Okay, I had a lack of time. That was a pain point for me. So when you're talking to someone like, man, I'm working 2 jobs right now. I got to take the kids to practices. Me and my wife are sharing a car. You didn't get all these different excuses, right? And you can say, empathize first, bro or sis or whoever they are. Man, I truly understand this. I was literally there about a month ago or 2 months ago, or when I first looked at this, that's exactly what I thought. Like, I didn't have the time, but then I realized, like, that's the exact reason why I need to do it. I figured if I kept doing the same things, like I was working 2 jobs and I felt like, where am I going to leave one of these jobs or I'm going to be here forever? Because I knew that the jobs were barely paying the bills. So I thought the same exact thing. And it's the reason why I actually joined the company, so I can get my time back. Okay. Health concerns, right? If there's real life health concerns out there, someone has, like, man, I'm not getting my proper nutrients in, or, I just found out I'm pre-diabetic, or now remember, you're never going to make any claims. So be careful of that. Yeah. We don't cure diabetes. We don't cure cancer, but you educate. Okay. Education, man. I learned, I was on a call with our doctor. We have a patent solution that's in this company. I was on a call and the doctor was talking about antioxidants. You know what I didn't know? I didn't know that, like, we get this oxidative stress in our body, and that's what takes us out of whack. And when our body goes out of whack, that's what actually causes disease. But I learned that when you take antioxidants, it actually goes in the body to counterbalance that. And so I've been taking an antioxidant regimen since then. And here's the company I use, right? So now you have that in your head, health concerns, okay, in a way that you're saying it so that we're not curing anything, okay? But it is good that they take this regimen, and what it does for them is what it does for them, okay? And they're gonna have their own experience that happens, all right? Aging is a big thing. Listen, I'm 44. If you may not be thinking about aging now, but you get in your 40s, you'll start realizing, like, whoa, I'm closer to 50 than I am to 40 now. Okay, that's a real life thing. Me and my wife we really had a reflection the other day where we were talking and we're like, man, half our life is already complete. Okay. But when we talk about age, that's aging and thinking about thought process of how much time we got to go do stuff on this earth. But at the same time, we think about the way that we look. Okay. Do you want clear skin? Do you want your skin to be tight? Yes. And once again, you give a story about that. Dietary nutrition. Maybe they don't have enough time to get the proper dietary nutrition in, so they have restrictions. So once again, instead of being able to eat all the fruit, okay, they can take a live pack. They can take a collagen, okay, instead of having to go out and get it in their food. When it comes to the business, they may have a fear of risk of doing the business. So, you could talk to their fears, okay? Fears is false evidence appearing real. Most people think when they come in, like, I'm going to lose money. But you can't lose some money in something that you value. So if you like the product and you're using them, you're not going to lose money there. So, for anything beyond that is just a plus. All right. So being able to talk to any risk or fear that people have, lack of retirement planning, is no secret that the average person has about $500 in their bank account right now. Okay. People need a side gig. Everyone's doing side gigs. Okay. We're going to talk how to talk to, your Uber driver, how to talk to your Lyft driver. These are typically people doing second gigs. Okay. And not real quick conversations like, hey, if there was a way that you could replace your Uber money, would you be open to it? They say yes, boom, get their number. Done. We're going to teach you about how to peak interest and prospect really quick, and then add people to your funnel. Okay. Add them to your Instagram. add them to your social media. Now, when you add them, your social media got to be popping. Okay, if your social media is not popping or it doesn't look like the life that they want, okay, then you're not going to attract people. So here's what I also want you to be cautious of. Okay, it used to be like the grind culture was very, very popular. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm giving you guys a secret. The grind culture was popular. Grind, 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 get to the top. You know, if people see that and maybe they're family oriented, like I have 5 kids. Okay? I have a daughter that's graduating in about 2 weeks. And the last thing people want to hear is I got my job here and you got to grind, 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 grind. I'm not saying you got to grind. Okay. They want to also see that you're living life. Okay. So how you're going to attract people is living your life and showing that through your social media. Okay. Having the kids, look, my kids, my cats, my house. Okay. Showing that I'm a real person, and that will attract people into your business as well too. Okay. They may have a desire for passive income. Okay. Hey, if there was a way that you can make money, if you can make money passively, would you be open to it? Right. Once again, and I'm gonna teach you guys this tactic of if I would you. Okay. Cost of travel. Okay, another pain point for people. The reason they're not traveling because it's too expensive. Hey, if I had a way that you can cut your travel by 75%, would you be open to it? If I had a way for you to earn one free vacation a year, would you be open to it? Okay, talking to that pain point. Creating family memories. Maybe they haven't created any memories. Okay, showing them how they can do that. And then uncertainty about trading. So our educational part. So maybe they want to learn how to trade, but they're scared about the market. So you show them that, hey, we got phenomenal professionals that are teaching people how to trade. We have phenomenal professionals teaching people about real estate. So we have all these things that you can talk to, but you have to get good. It's you, okay? If you want this, you got to do a little bit more research. Yes, I'm going to train you as much as I possibly can. But if you go above and beyond that, trust me, you are going to become lethal inside this industry. For me, when I joined my first company, I became lethal because I was willing to go above and beyond what everybody else was learning. They were just waiting for training calls to happen. And I was in the back office. I was learning about the comp plan. Okay, I was going on YouTube, looking up other network marketing, not necessarily looking up other network marketing companies like that, but looking up other leaders in network marketing companies to see how they were presenting and what they were doing. Okay, so write down in launching your business now, write down the reason you started this business. Why are you doing this? Why did you say yes? Okay. And if you don't know that right now, after this call, I want you to write a note right now. I want to determine why I'm doing this, because your why is the only thing that's going to keep you in the game. If you only join this because you're motivated at one specific time, you won't be here at this. You won't be here next month. Okay. And what I want everybody to do right now, as a matter of fact, right now, today is April 27th. Okay. I want you to go into your phone calendar right now. Today is the 27th of April. And what I want you to do is I want you to go a year later. So I want you to go April 27th, 2025. And I want you to put an alert there. Okay. And I want you to put, I'm still here 1 year from now. Where am I? Okay. What I'm saying is I want you to be able to stay the course for at least 1 year minimum going in, doing your business. And then we determine what you did in that year. Okay. And one day you're gonna look up and say, man, I'm here, still here a year from now. And look, I just hit residual income, whatever that case may be. But you're here 1 year from now. Give yourself that promise that you're gonna give this at least 1 year to go do this the right way. Okay. But determine your why, because your why is what's gonna keep you in the game. All right. Your why. You know, most people try to say their why is their children. Your why may not necessarily be your children, but it may be a reason why you're doing the thing you're doing, because maybe you grew up in poverty and you know what that does to you. And so growing up in poverty causes trauma. Okay. Certain things in impoverished places, you know, expose children to other things. And so you know that, yes, the reason I'm doing it for my kids, I'm not only doing it for me, I'm doing it so that I can put my kids in a better environment that I grew up in. Okay. And you got to be serious about that. Right. So write down and then make a list. Okay, this is the most important thing you'll ever do. If you don't have a list right now, here's what I want from everybody on this call. Okay, at minimum today, make a list of 100 prospects. Now I'm gonna go through this and show you what that list will pertain to. Okay, that list may be warm market. We're gonna talk about cold market. I want you to get good going through your warm market first. Let me see, so make sure I'm not missing Jim here. Jim is gonna be hopping on here shortly as well too. That is our. There we go. Make sure to see if Jim is on here as well. Okay. Yep. Make sure I think it's Jim right there. Be bringing Jim on here shortly. All right. So Make sure you make a list of at least 100 folks. And if you're motivated, make it to 500. Listen, I have a huge list, folks, that I'm going to go through this weekend after this call. Okay. I'm going on a personal run. And here's what I knew when I first started in network marketing, in my first company. I was all the way in the back. Okay. You're going to be all the way in the back first and you work your way up to the front. But I remember being all the way in the back, and my goal is to get to the front. And, they were doing the training. They said, hey, they were talking about personals. And they were like, if you have 20 personals, stand up. A lot of people stood up. Okay. Okay. If you have 50 personals, keep standing. Some people sat down. 100 personal, some people sat down. But then I realized after 100 personals, most of those people that had 100 personals, they were in the front. And that became my target. Oh, I thought, let's see. Give me a sec. Give me 1 second, y'all. I thought it was Jim Dillon. That was not Jim Dillon. Give me 1 second. See, JD's like, why am I co-host? There we go. Okay. So they said, okay, if you there goes Jim. If you have 100 personals, keep standing. And then what I realized at that moment, the people who had 100 personals, they were primarily in the front row. And then it says you have 200 personals, keep standing. Man, it got front row. And what dawned on me was this: I got to control my business. If it was based on personals, I got to control my business. I got to control my level of income based on the work I was willing to put in. Listen, folks, you have an opportunity in your life right now. Okay. At the time that I came in this industry, I had never made $25,000 a month or $20,000 in 1 month. And seeing people in the front row, I had so much desire. And I said, you know what? I went back and I said, I'm gonna put these 200 people in myself. And for real, I went to work. We put in, when I left that company, we had already put in like 400 personals. I hit the top of that company in 2.5 years. Okay. And what I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to go to the top of a company, it means, and you want to do it fast is fun, slow sucks. You got to compress time frames. That's all it's about. Okay. The great thing about this industry is not about hourly wage and work. It's about how fast are you willing to go and how fast are you willing to show. Okay. Compressed time frames. Okay. Instead of showing 500 people over a year or 5 years, let's show 500 people in the first 2 months. Okay. Imagine you show 500 people in the first 2 months and you get those results, what would have took you a year, 2 years. That's all this game is. Okay. And you're going to get better and better every time you do the rep. Okay. Make sure you're plugged into leadership, just like you're plugged in right now. Plug into mentorship. Those who plug into leadership and mentorship, okay, they literally fast forward their business by 6 months compared to those who don't plug into mentorship. Okay. I always plug into mentorship, no matter who it is. Mentorship. And the day that you feel that you don't need mentorship is the day that you're going to be going backwards as a leader. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, never get the diva where you feel you're too big to learn from anyone. I learn from people below me and above me all the time. I'm always learning. Okay. So always plug into mentorship calls. Never think you know it all. Plug in every single time. All right. Register for every event that happens. Listen, events are going to build your business. Event to event. You want to know if you're going to rank up in this company. Okay. You got to look at how much your organization is at an event. And if at least 10% of your organization is not enrolled for the next event, okay, you're going to be going backwards in rank as well too, or you're not going to rank up. So I will tell you, if you don't have a rank, here's what your goal is. When you start putting your affiliates in, when you register for an event, go ahead and make it fun. Listen, what I used to do was we would go book a hotel room. I would go book a hotel room as a leader. And those who couldn't afford it, I'm like, yeah, you can come with me. It was no comfort for me during the time that I was trying to build my business. Okay. And so I would get hotel rooms for my team. Say, you can come shack with me. We're all going to the event. Let's go. We'll get a van and we will go to the event together. Okay. A lot of you who started with me in my first company, you can attest to that. Some of my first folks in my first company came in this third run with me, y'all. Okay. And I'm excited about it. We're going to do some damage and we're about to make some history here. Okay. And so make sure you're plugging into your regional events and your national events try to make them non-negotiable, but at the same time, do not put yourself in financial shambles to do that. Okay, but make sure that you are plugged in so that you can grow your business. All right. And then write down your rank blueprint, like we talked about earlier. Set up your first online or in-person launch event. Okay, here's what I want from each and every one of you. If you're not an executive in this company yet, meaning you got your 4, pay no more, what I want you to do is start plugging into your leadership. Okay. I'm your leadership. You may have the person who sponsors you as your leadership. Okay. Get them to help you. My goal is to help each person on this call. Let's get your 4 at minimum. Okay. How does that happen? It starts with one-on-one conversations. Okay. And so those one-on-one conversations you may start, but if you feel you need help, it may be 2-on-1s. Book my Calendly. And so that we can talk, it's not going to be a traditional presentation. Okay. If you book my Calendly, when you get on, I'm going to do what I'm teaching you right now. I need to first see if this person is even in the business of looking for what we got. Are they looking for health products? Are they looking for travel? Are they looking for a money opportunity? It's like the Wolf of Wall Street trying to say, hey, says, sell me this pen. What's the first question you ask? Are you in business for a pen? Are you looking for a pen? Are you looking to make more money? Are you looking to get healthier? Okay. Are you looking to travel the world? Are you looking to start a business? These are a lot of things that we could ask so that we can determine we have the right prospect in front of us. And when I determine what that is, then I look for their pain points. What are their pain points? Okay. They're overworked and underpaid. Okay. I'm gonna provide the loose solution for that. Okay. I don't have enough community to stay fit. I'm gonna provide a solution for that. Okay. And so you just provide solution once you gather the information. All right. So here's what we're going to do to launch our business. Take a picture of this. Okay. And then I'm going to bring on our VP of Global Business Development here. I want you to make a list of 100 to 500 potential prospects. All right. Actually, we're going to go. Okay. No, we're going to do 2 more slides and I'm bringing Jim on. Jim, let me know if your time is good. And I'll be bringing Calvin on here as well, too. So number 1, make a list of 100 to 500 potential prospects. All right. Warm market. That's going to be your warm market. And I'm going to talk about that in the next slide. All right. That's your first part of your business. The longer the list, the bigger the belief of you building this business. If you only do a list of 20, you don't believe in this business. You don't believe that you're going to be successful. Okay. I built a list. I remember when I first started, I built a list of 1,000 for real, y'all. And I put it in Excel format. Okay. I remember printing out my whole Facebook back office. You can print out your whole Facebook list. And I was going to get everybody's numbers through that. All right. But you make your list. And then once you make your list, remember, the person who holds the clicker gets paid quicker. What does that mean? You start learning how to present the information. Okay. So this is why you should plug into every presentation. Just because you don't have a prospect doesn't mean you shouldn't plug into presentations. I got good at presenting because I always plugged into presentations. I still plug into presentation. I plugged into my mentor's presentation. Calvin was doing a presentation and I plugged in. Okay, Calvin does presentations, I believe, Mondays and Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I think Manny does presentations Mondays and Wednesdays. Okay, I learn from people. I go on their presentation, I see what they're talking about, and then I learn. And so that's what you're going to do no matter what. It wouldn't matter what company it was. But right here in G-Food, we have the top earners in the industry that have done it. Proven. Okay. So make your list. And then the first one is going to start with one-on-ones. One-on-ones are you and a friend. Meet for coffee. It's the easiest thing to do. Okay. I'm meeting someone today, literally at 1:30. It might be on this call right now. Okay. But we're meeting. They know what we're meeting for. But I'm meeting a person. So one-on-one. Okay. And we're going to talk about the business and where we're going with it. And I'm going to sign them up. Okay. Those are the easiest for me. Those are easy. Hey, coffee, 1 o'clock. Hey, let's grab a beer tonight and catch up. Right? You don't got to tell them what you're catching up on. You just tell them, I'm going to catch up. I'm going to tell you what's going on in my life. You're going to see what's going on in their life. And this is a way for you to get their pain points because you're catching up. Okay. Hey, so if you feel that you haven't talked to a person in a long time, this is a great way to rekindle that. And if you feel the time is not right to open up your opportunity, that's cool. Okay. You'll do a meeting from a meeting. Hey, let's catch up again. I got some other stuff I want to share with you. Okay. If you feel, because they may have exposed if they expose something that's very sensitive to you. Okay. Then of course you're not going to present your business opportunity. You got to have some emotional intelligence. Okay. Hey, man, empathize or what's happening. And then, man, next time let's go and make another meeting. And so that you guys meet on the business portion of it. Okay. So one-on-ones, and your one-on-ones will lead to two-on-ones. Why? Because when you sign a person up, you now have someone to go build with. All right. One-on-ones, two-on-ones, home events. Now, home events, I think we all can start with home events. Back in my first company, we used to do these things called travel parties. You still can do a travel party. Okay. Write this down. The easiest thing you could ever do, throw a barbecue. Okay. Invite people over. Hey, I'm launching something. Hey, y'all, I'm launching something. Want you guys to come over for barbecue, confirm they're coming, tell them to bring, bring plates, bring sodas, whatever the case may be. Let them know, hey, I got something I'm excited about, but I want to, be with you guys and invite you over some barbecue, have a plate, and then you present. Those are called home events. We used to do tribal parties all the time, have music blasting. It's a party, okay? Come over. It's a party. We're talking about where we can go in this world. Travel parties, okay? So we can start that back up, and that starts in the home, folks. Your business can be built in your home. It can be fun, okay? Listen, if the little old lady still selling makeup can still do it, that you can do it when it comes to travel, all right? So here's a list. Go ahead and take a picture of this, and then I'm going to be bringing up our VP of global business development. So a list of potential customers. Okay, warm market, and there's cold market. Now I always say there's hot market. Your hot market is your easy ones. Okay, and we're going to talk about getting your easy ones because that can be how you can build your business very fast. But we're going to talk about that on a leadership level. Okay, that's more of a build through. This is more the beginning here. But warm market. Okay. These are people that you already know. They know you on a first basis. Okay. You don't got to introduce yourself. They know who you are. Okay. They see you at work every day. They're your friends. Okay. They're your family. They're your work colleagues. So just write, when you're writing your list today, I want you to think about this: family members, close friends, work colleagues, neighbors, fellow club members, gym buddies, parents of your children's friends, church or religious group members, former classmates, local business owners, service providers, acquaintances from social events. These are all your warm market. They know you see them daily, okay? They go on your list. Now, you may not want to show them right now because your fear is in place, but at some point, as long as you put them on your list, that fear will go away one day. I remember one day I was fed up and I said this: I'm tired of being tired. I got to get to where I got to get to. And I started making the calls. I started pushing. I started going through the reps, man, and the momentum started happening. Okay. One day you're going to have that breakthrough, but you got to have the list ready. Or you're going to go to an event one day, okay, and you're going to have your list with you. And one day someone's going to say just the right thing, and you're going to be motivated to go out. And guess what? Go through the list. You're going to do those reps. Okay. You're going to do those reps. But if you don't got the list ready, okay, you're going to find yourself creating the list, and now you're going out of that momentum stage that you should be in. Okay. List of potential customers when it comes to cold market. Cold market are people that you don't know. Okay. Now, let me just tell you this. This is called slow market. Okay. If you want a business to go very, very slow, focus on cold market. Okay. If you want a business to go fast, focus on warm market and hot market. There should be no reason you need to go to cold market if you're doing your warm market correctly, because you should be able to stay in warm market. Here's how this works. If I go through my warm market and I sign a majority of my warm market up, well, guess what warm market I'm going to go into after that? Okay, friends of friends. Okay, now I'm going to go into their warm market. Okay, because they have people that trust and know them, and now I'm going to leverage off of their trust, know them, and find it and build through those customers. So if we're doing it the right way, we should stay in warm market the entire time. Now I'm going to give you a strategy how to stay in hot market. Get the easy one. Who's your friend that you call? Look, I always call. Who's the friend you would call to say, get the shovels in the bags? We got a situation happening right now. Or the person that your beer buddy. Okay, who do you drink beers with? Okay, who do you have coffee with all the time? Those are your easy ones. They're going to do it just because it's you. They enjoy your time. They're enjoying being around you. So you may come and say, hey, I want to do this together with you. Okay, I got excited about this. And once again, you still going to tell your why. You still going to expose them the right way. But you're also, that's your friend. Okay, so cold market, slow market. These are, you may meet somebody in another company, networking events, social media platform, right? Instagram. Don't pull out the fangs and present. It's too salesy. Okay. You got to make them warm. You're going to turn your cold market to warm market. I've done that a lot through social media. Okay. People follow me, and then all of a sudden we're having a conversation. We're talking about fitness. We have things in common together. Maybe I might even work out with them, or they meet me to work out. Boom, they become my warm market. Okay. Trade shows, expos, community events, seminars, workshops, public spaces, fitness centers. Perfect place to meet people. Listen, when I go into LA Fitness, I know a lot of people in LA Fitness. Okay. And guess what? I put them all on Instagram, and they follow me. And eventually, oh, what's that thing you're doing? I go to Hotworks, for example. Okay. The Hotworks owner, she's like, I just seen you join a new company. So she wanted to see the information as well, too. So you're going to constantly expose people that were cold market that will become warm market. Cold calling, emailing. Hey, I'm not saying you can't do it because it's your business. Just know you better be resilient and be able to take a no. Okay. But I want to build you up, and let's have fast success. The faster your success, the better. Okay, and then you'll get more people in there. Referral programs, educational institutions, professional meetup groups. Okay, if you're focused on cold markets, I want you to write this down. Form. We're going to go over this a little bit later. Form. Okay, FORM. This is where you're prospecting. You want to build up your list of people. Okay, and so it's family, occupation, recreation, message. Here's how it sounds. If I was to meet someone while I was out, okay, let's say here in the Dallas area, whether they're from here or not, I would start up a conversation. Now, I don't want you to be thinking about this. Really, it's just a regular conversation. What's the first thing you ask them when you meet them? Hey, how you doing? What's the first thing you naturally ask? are you from this area? Okay. Don't you? Are you from this area? No, I'm actually from Florida. You know, they start telling you story. Oh, okay. So why what brings you? You got family here? And now you learn about the family. Yeah, I got, 3 kids, I have adult kids, blah, blah. And you're having a conversation. Now, what's the next one? We always ask, what do we do? Okay, what do you do? It's natural. So don't be weird trying to go through form. I'm just giving you what it is. Okay. You're gonna get good at having natural conversation. I can have a natural conversation, not even doing form. I just naturally do it. Okay. But what do you do? Oh man, I work over here at this store as a manager, blah, blah. Okay, do you love it? Pain points we're looking for now. Man, I love it. And then you could ask questions, what do you love best about it? Now, you might be getting too intimate because you just met them. So just be emotionally intelligent to know whether you're crossing the border or not. Okay. But they say, yeah, I love my job or I hate my job. Most people will tell you, oh man, it's so many hours. I'm there all the time, blah, blah. Man, I get it. I was in the same situation. I ended up finding another way to supplement my income, but I totally get it. So you moving over to recreation because you're going to use what he just told you or she just told you against them. And so, man, so they got you working 12-hour shifts daily. So you must not have no time to get out to travel or do anything. I can't even imagine. Okay. And then the last one is the message, what you want to deliver before you leave. Make sure you get, hey, let's connect on Instagram. Boom. Okay. And if I have if I ever come across a way that, maybe you could supplement your income or cut some of that time, I don't know if you'll be open, but if so, I would like to send you a message one day. And they may say, okay, sure. Boom, Instagram exchange, number exchange done. You just put a prospect on your list. And now that person knows that one day when you reach out to them, okay, that you're going to expose them with something. You already did the alley-oop, okay? All right, so we're going to go and take a pause right here. Take a pause right here. And I know I got Calvin on right now, and I got our VP. Let's see, let's bring on, who wants to come up first? Let's see, look at this message. Make sure I got this right. Hey, what's going on? We got our CEO on here too. I appreciate you. All right, so here, let's go, folks. I appreciate y'all. All right, so we're gonna bring up our VP of global business development. I met Jim when I went down to Utah to meet the CEO, who was Brad Boyle. Phenomenal. Listen, we have a phenomenal corporate team, y'all. Okay, it's what I really fell in love with the company with, and I promise you, being in this industry for so long, okay, you start looking for the right things. And one of those things is everything rises and falls on leadership. And you got to truly understand that. When we're talking about these companies, we're talking about legacy companies. We want to be a part of something that's going to last for a long time. And I promise you, when I got into this, even when creating the name that we have, Legacy Worldwide, that was a thought of mine that we're getting into something that we're going to do for the rest of our lives. This is what I'm going to die in, okay? Traveling, staying healthy, keeping knowledge, helping people excel in their lives. That's what I wanted out of this. So I'm going to bring Jim up. Jim embodies all the things that we're talking about. Jim has been in this industry for I think 2 decades now. He's been a part of several billion-dollar companies. His last company, they took to $1 billion doing this, and now he's a part of this company, and they're doing the same thing. Every time you see Jim, Jim is going to be smiling. Jim has a lot of reasons to be smiling. Listen, he has changed a lot of lives in this industry. Okay, he is a family man. Once again, man, this company, every leader in this company is family oriented. So I want you to know this is a company that your family can truly grow in, and they have literally built around to do that. Okay, and that's what I love about it. Jim has 4 kids. He's from Arizona. Currently living in Salt Lake City. Okay, so it looks like he's building the business down there. Volunteers for Mission. He's the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. Okay, has his bachelor's degree in information systems, business administration with a minor in Japanese. So hence Jifu, y'all. Okay, I need you to understand. So he speaks Japanese. They have a huge Japanese following. We have a huge Japanese presence inside of our company as well too. He was a part of the corporate team in New Skin, and where they produce 5 of their services there. And man, built in 17 countries doing this business, y'all. So I'm going to bring up our VP of global business, our VP of global business development, Mr. Jim Dillon. And I see you on the call here. Let me make sure I have you on as a co-host. All right, Jim, the floor is yours.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Got you loud and clear.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, thank you so much, Randy, and thank you everyone for letting me come onto your call today and just share a little bit about me and maybe just a few tips and training, some training tips that I have for you. So little nuggets to put in your back pocket as you move through your training and your development here. So, anyways, I'm so excited and thank you, Randy, for the introduction. I'll go ahead and explain and introduce myself again and go into a little bit about why I'm here, how I'm here, and why I love Jifu, and why I love Randy and Wanda and Manny Q and Calvin Becerra. So let's just jump right into it. I'll share my screen, and I've got a couple things to show you because I'm so excited about this. Here we go, almost. All right, one moment. Okay, let's share screen. All right, first we'll share a full screen and then we'll jump straight into my slides. If you guys can see that, give me a second. Okay, how about that? Are you able to see my full screen slides?
Yes, I got you. Yep.
Okay, awesome. All right, so again, Jim Dillon, work for corporate here, VP Global Business Development. And so some of my roles, like Randy was saying, is that my role is to support the VIP group. VIP group are the diamonds, the top leaders of the company. So that's my main role. I have other roles with strategy and leadership, events and training and back office and the travel app. And I'm over all of member services. So whenever you have any problems with member services, it's going to escalate to me if we need to. I'll make sure that it's being taken care of. Hopefully, a one call fits all kind of thing. When you ask member services, hey, I need help on this. What's the answer to this? When is the wave drink available? All that kind of stuff. It's really exciting. So, anyways, so let me just go through a little bit about me. So, part of my role. So I've had 27 years in international business experience. So I've been all over the world. So like Randy was saying, so after I graduated from college, I became a software engineer at Novell. And I was working with Nu Skin, so Nu Skin and network marketing. I was working with Nu Skin for 5 years, and in Nu Skin, I was part of their customer service team, I was part of their legal team, and I was part of their corporate intelligence team. And what that is, basically, I was investigating all other multi-level marketing companies out there and finding out the differences and the strengths and the weaknesses of their compensation plan and their products. And I would write reports and I would give them to our executives. So that got me into the industry on getting into the weeds, really, of what it takes, what it takes for the leaders, what it takes for the product, and what it takes from the company strategy on a leadership standpoint. So then I went in and started to pursue my degree, my career in the degree of what I graduated in from Brigham Young University. I got a degree in information systems, business administration. So then I thought, the Nu Skin thing was great for me to get that corporate experience while I was going through college. But then, hey, now that I got my degree, I'm going into all it. So I got to Novell. Novell is a networking company. Our biggest competitor was Microsoft. So I'm at Novell and I'm a software engineer. I thought this is my career, right? And I put my head down and I'm starting doing code. And I realized soon that this wasn't my gig, this wasn't my cup of tea. And so I'm looking around at the people on my team, and they were all coders, and they got the headphones on, their heads down, not social, not interacting, and they're all 65 years old, and they hit the glass ceiling real fast. And so I thought to myself, wow, is this my life? Is this what I'm going to do? So, life gets in the way. I'm married, 4 kids, and I'm building a home. And so 4 years later, I'm still there. And then the phone call rings for that opportunity to leave Novell, move to Colorado, and I became the vice president of research for a company that sells and writes reports for Wall Street hedge fund managers and the bank investors. So here I moved to Colorado, and that's when I took the next step up in my career. Okay, so I left the industry of network marketing. Okay, the network marketing company when I left Nu Skin. And here I was, okay, this wasn't a gig for me at Novell. Then I go to Colorado, and I loved what I did there. And that's where I got my sort of what I call my master's degree, right? I didn't get a master's degree, but that's where I really got the hard knocks learning at this company. So because I'm on Wall Street and this is fast, right? Everything matters. And so we had intelligence around the world in the energy business, in the energy industry, that when news broke, I was the first one to report it and showed and connected the dots why that mattered to them as an investor, whether it's buying coal sight unseen out of Australia into China, whatever. So anyways, here I am showing you just some background on me to get my international business, my sort of my credibility of yeah, I've been around the block for a while. Okay. So, but why am I here and how am I here at GFood? Okay, how did I come back to the industry and why am I here and why do I love it? Because this is where I found my real, my cup of tea. This is where I really belong. Okay, so as I was traveling the world, as you see, I'm traveling the world for this other company. Okay, I'm meeting with clients, and I love travel. I love travel so much. So because I love travel so much, and let me take a step back. Our current CEO is one of my very, very good friends, Brad Boyle. So me and Brad Boyle were roommates as missionaries for the church in Japan, randomly. As you're assigned to different areas, you're randomly assigned to an area, an apartment, and in that apartment, here comes Brad Boyle. So that's how we became good friends. That was when I was 19 years old. Okay, so I've known Brad for 29 years now. Okay, so that's how I met Brad. Fast forward 29 years, and I'm in. I've been here a few years now, so 27 years, and I'm in Colorado, moving back to Utah, looking for my next chapter in life because things happened on a personal level with the death of my father-in-law, and so we really needed to be home closer to my mother-in-law in Utah. So as I come back to Utah, Brad Boyle reaches out to me. Hey, what are you doing? He says, I'm starting this new company. It's just coming out of COVID. We're really going to explode this and become the next billion-dollar company in the MLM world. So I thought, okay, keep talking. But, I thought he was trying to sign me up. And I'm not that kind of guy. There's these kind of people and there's not these kind of people. I mean, I'm just not going to go, push and really make the level that you guys are at. Okay, I'm just sort of like, hey, I'm a family man. I got things taken care of. I'm cool. So I thought he was trying to sign me up. And well, anyways, he went on to explain, no, I think there's something here for you as far as on a corporate level. We're growing so fast. We need staff. We need people like you. I want to surround myself with people like you. So to build the company, staff to help give you guys what you're about to partake. So I says, okay, keep talking. He goes, so he explained everything to me. And I thought, well, you're a travel company, and this is COVID. We're like just barely coming out of COVID, barely. I mean, it was like 2021, November, December. So we're still in COVID, right? And I thought to myself, yeah, no, that's cool and all. I mean, I wish you luck, buddy. But no one's traveling. And so I didn't want to get into an industry that was going to be decimated by travel because he said, yeah, we've been able to hang on through travel. And I thought, how did you do that? How do you hang on through travel when nobody's traveling and you have a travel portal? Okay. Anyway, so make a long story short, he said, listen, Jim, even if you're not interested, at least use my travel portal. We've created this travel portal that gives discounts to travelers around the world. So you get wholesale prices. At least use my travel portal. Here's my username and password. So he gave me his username and password as a free trial user. And I'm like, okay, cool. So my next trip at that moment was going to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Okay. So when I'm going to Ho Chi Minh City, I'm in charge of booking my own travel. So I usually go to hotels.com. So I go to hotels.com and I always wanted to get a hotel with a pool on top. I had never done it before. I seen it in Singapore and Malaysia. I see all these beautiful hotels with pools on top overlooking the city. And I thought, you know what? It's time. It's time to get me one of these. And what the heck? Let me try this GFood stuff, right? So I went on hotels.com and I see this hotel. And this is where I needed to be based on the conference that I was going to in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And again, this is 4 weeks out from after talking to Brad. And so I'm thinking, okay, so on hotels.com, wow, it's 111. Okay, yeah, no. And then I look on GFood and I'm like, what? 45% lower? Okay, really? So I thought, is this going to work? Because what if I book this and I show up at the front desk and they say, yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Dillon, you don't have your reservation. Like, how does he tie it in to this network of hotels around the world, this Expedia network, this Priceline network, this Orbit, this Kayak? How is he tied into that? So I took a chance, I booked it, and I booked it for $73. And I'm like, no, wait, how did he do that? Because like, joke's on me, bro, that the Expedia and Kayaks and the Priceline of the world, that's how much margin they're making off of these hotels. Hotels are just dumping all their stuff on here to give you guys the opportunity to travel at what they call a discount. Okay. And I'll do a whole dissertation later when we get on later. I can tell you all about the industry and how it works and how the more that I unpeel all these layers, the more that I'm thinking, wow, joke is on us, fellas. Joke is on us. Okay. So I booked it. I went there and I couldn't believe it because I'm up there swimming in the pool, overlooking the city. You can see my picture on the right-hand side there. And I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. I did it. I mean, and then at that moment, this is the moment I'm showing you the picture of me in the pool. And at that moment was when I said to myself, okay, when I get home, I'm going to call Brad because something's fishy about this. It's too good to be true. Too good to be true that I just got a smoking deal. And why wouldn't I want to join forces and lock arms with Brad Boyle, my very good friend, and go crazy and see if we can't make a run at this and become the next New Skins, the next Amways, the next doTERRAs of the world, right? So I thought, okay, I'm calling him when I get home. So I did. I called him when I get home and, hey, I first want to thank you for your username and password because I saved in this trip right here. I went back, I went to Ho Chi Minh City, I went to Hanoi, Vietnam, and I went to Bangkok, Thailand. I booked my flights and my hotels on there, and I saved about $850, okay, on all that little triangle there before I came home. And I was like, okay, you just saved me a lot of money. What's the catch? And he's like, I'm telling you, this is how it works. And then he went on to explain how the industry works and how now he has access to the aggregators of all these Pricelines and Expedias of the world that gives you the wholesale rates. You can do whatever you want when you pull it out of those databases, right? So he says the Pricelines and the Expedias, they're going to take it out of the databases, put it on the website, and they're going to mark it up. That's how they make money. Everything's a markup, right? He says we don't do that. We take it out of the databases, we pass it directly over to our members. And then he says, our model is the Netflix model, right? It's a subscription model. They subscribe to our portal with a monthly fee, and they're going to get wholesale prices on travel. Oh, and by the way, we have the best compensation plan in the world and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, wait, okay, talk about that later. I mean, okay, so anyways, I was here thinking, all right, so I'm here swimming in the pool. I go back home. I talk to Brad, and that's when we started to make the arrangements. Okay, I want you to meet my investors. I want you to come up in Salt Lake downtown, and that's where over a period of a few months, we came to an agreement of, okay, this is really going to work, and this is why I'm locking arms with Jifu. Okay, so that's how I got here. And that's why I love what I do, is because I love travel. I love who I'm working with. It's all about leadership. And now let's go back a little bit on my role here. So my role is, a key role is training and supporting leadership. Okay, so what does that mean? So there's different types of leadership, as you know, right? So the type of leadership that I subscribe to and what I teach people and what I train people on and how I support people like Randy and Wanda is servant leadership. What is servant leadership? It's where we experience the most joy and Jifu success through serving others, right? You can think of all the servant leaders of the world. Who are the most famous? Let me just throw out a few names for you and see if you recognize them. Jesus Christ, Gandhi, the Dalai Lama, okay? Those are servant leadership. Servant leadership is serving others. As you serve others, you are then edified, blessed, and receive rewards from what I believe heaven. You can call it karma, call it whatever you want. I believe it's from heaven. Okay, so servant leadership is what I subscribe to, and that's how I help. Okay, now how do I help? Okay, I'm helping the leaders grow their business and fulfill their dreams. So my goal is to help you fulfill your dreams, right? Because that's the servant leadership in me, is when I help you achieve your dreams, I find myself achieving my dreams. So here's just a few little photos from our diamond trip in Maui. These are some of our diamonds, okay, in Jifu. As we go there, this is the reward that I receive. I receive not only the friendship, but I do actually get to travel the world because that's what I love. So I want to travel. So, write down your goals in life. What are your goals? Is your goals the big house? No, my goal, personally, is to travel the world with my family. So anyways, here's some of our top diamonds. We're still young. There's only, 14 diamonds right now. So you guys, this is positioning and entering into this market right now is incredible. As far as Jifu goes, your growth is just wide open. Your future is huge. Okay, so here I am meeting and supporting the top leaders of Jifu, and they happen to be the top leaders in the world in network marketing. Again, we are so blessed and honored to receive the trust that you, Randy, Wanda, Manny Q, Calvin Becerra, Damien, Stefania, Katya, Fabian, Jan are coming from other companies to us saying, listen, we've tried it out. Whatever the reason is, Jifu is where we want to go. And so, look at this. We have now this crazy and amazing platform, a foundation of leaders. Okay. So now My goal and my role is to support them, to support you. Okay. And so as I help you achieve your dreams, I'll receive the benefit and reward that I'm looking for too. Okay. So anyways, let's move on here. These diamonds that I'm showing you on the screen, they're flying. And I always recite a poem. Okay. They're flying because of servant leadership. So let me recite one of my favorite poems real fast. Okay. It's just really small. And it's why I wrote the word fly on here. And I hope you guys are going to join this group here on our next diamond trip in January. Okay. Okay. So think about this. So here's my poem. And I teach this to my kids, and I teach it to the little church group that I have on Sundays when I'm teaching the 16 to 18-year-olds who are about to leave and graduate high school and go hit the world, right? So here's my poem. Ponder on the lives of men, what they've done and where they've been. Stop to question, asking why. Some men walk while others fly. Okay, so think about that. Ponder on the lives of men, what they do and where they've been. Stop to question, asking why. Some men walk, Randy, Wanda, Calvin, are flying. Some men walk while others fly. Damien, Randy, Manny Q, Wanda, okay? Be part of that. Be part of that. Why? Why? Because you're attaching yourself mentally and spiritually and physically to leaders. Right? Randy just got through talking about follow your leaders. Hop on, hook your caboose to their train and ride that. Okay. Okay. So that's why I wrote the word fly here. Okay. Ponder on the lives of men, what they do and where they've been. Stop to question, asking why some men walk while others fly. So I want to be a flyer, and I surround myself and support these flyers because I want to fly. Okay. I talked about this servant leadership. When we help others achieve their dreams, we find ourselves achieving our dreams. So again, don't think about it as personal and selfish, because you're not going to get anywhere with that. You're going to get places you want to go eventually on the right path in the right way by what? Serving others. So you help others achieve their dreams. What does that mean? You help others grow their business. You help others get their 2 on the right, 2 on the left. You help, right? So you're helping others. You're not just wondering about me, and that's my recruit, and that's my Zoom, and this is my, no, it's them, and it's yours, and you're feeding. And so one of the top servant leaders, not only in the world, but in my life that I've ever met, is Calvin Becerra. And you're going to hear from him here shortly. But Calvin Becerra, man, talk about an example of servant leadership. All about others. He's all about others. He's on Zoom every single day, and we work very closely together. And it's all about helping other people. Hey, help this person. Help this person. How can we help this person? Okay. It's not about me, my checks, and why, and why, how do I get paid 14% and 12 instead of 12%? No, that'll all come. Serve others. Okay. So part of my role is, yeah, I like to be on stage a little bit. I like to get up there and share some of these little points and tips and tricks. Okay. So this is just a couple pictures from our Berlin event that we had in a few minutes ago. Okay. So again, Calvin, one of my best friends, Manny Q, one of my best friends. And now I'm going to share with you how and why I love Randy and Wanda. Okay. So let me just throw it back at Randy and Wanda and say, I get a call and said, hey, we have some new leaders, potential leaders coming into town. We're all going to go out to eat. And so, through the connections of Manny Q and Calvin Becerra, this is some great people. You're going to like these people. I said, yeah, sure, you bet. I'm always willing to go. So here we are on the left-hand side of the screen. We're going to dinner. And I knew immediately Randy and Wanda are special, because here's why. When you have that connection, you have that aura, you have that spirituality. When you connect, you know immediately these guys get it, okay? Because when I walked in, okay, it wasn't a shake of the hand. It was a bring it in for a hug. Right out of the gate, okay? And yeah, I'm a hugger, and yeah, some people's like, no, it's a little too awkward. I just give the fist bumps, right? Or I just give the hello, okay? I walk around the table, they stood up, as if like more of a respectful, hey, nice to meet you kind of thing. And then they brought it in for the hug. And I thought, okay, All right, we're in. They're in the club kind of thing. Okay. Within a matter of, I don't know, a couple hours, I'll let Randy tell the story as far as how and why he decided, okay, this is it. This is where I want to be because of the leadership that Brad and Kyle just exude, and putting this company in a position to become the next billion-dollar company. Okay. So, anyways, on the right-hand side of the screen, I was very sad to say goodbye to Randy and Wanda. So again, look, we loaded them up, hats. We got the Stanley mugs with G Food. We got the shirts and the sweaters, and it was so fun to spend the next 24 hours with them in the hotel. Went up to Brad's house, the CEO. We had a meal there. We were able to hit some golf balls in a simulator downstairs, and that was really fun for us. Okay, so all right, so I've taken enough time, but let me just leave you with a few tips and training points before I end. Okay, so free trial users. I'm just picking one topic out of probably 15 different topics that I can train you on, but we don't have time. And Randy does a good question. So next time we come back, say, hey, what about this? Can you maybe give us some slides on this or this or this? The 4 no more or whatever. Okay. Let me close out of this. Are you guys seeing my screen still? It says free trial users.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. So let me just pick one topic. Free trial users. I mean, there's compensation plan, there's products, there's the Connect Live app, there's the travel portal. Okay, but for the free trial users, I want you to see what they're going to see. So when you hand out your link, and they're going to click on the link, and they're going to sign up as a free trial user, right? If they're not all in, if they're not your group of hot leads, right, who are just like, hey, put a shovel in the backpack, we're going, let's put, right? Okay, if they're not that, you're saying, hey, listen. Just like Brad did to me, he says, listen, if you're gonna travel, don't you want to save money? Okay, try this out. And they might think, well, who are you and what do you do? You don't need to explain that. Just say, here, click on my link, sign up for a free trial user, and you'll see and start saving money. And then it happens every time. Like if they really do travel within a 30, 60-day period, okay, and they save money, why wouldn't they want more of that? So they're going to come back to Randy and they're going to say, hey, I used yours and I went to Houston and I booked a hotel and I saved like 33%. Yeah. It's like, so just like I did to Brad. So what's the catch? How do you do it? Like, you want to know some more? There's a lot more about this than just saving money. Okay. And then you go into that, right? So you're living the dream by sharing it. You're sharing the dream with this free trial user. Now, what does that mean? This is what it means. On the left-hand side of the screen is the free trial user. After they sign up and they log into their portal and they click on the travel button, the little airplane, they're going to come to their portal. So on the left-hand side is their portal. On the right-hand side is your portal. I want you to notice the differences here. Okay, at the top of the screen, you notice some differences. Wait a second. Why don't free trials have access to flights, to condos, to lifestyle? Well, yeah, there's a reason. We're not giving away the farm to everybody. Right? We want to give them a little taste. We want to give them some sweet honey so then they come back for more. Okay. So that's why we're going to give them hotels, cars, and activities, which is the top 3 most booked items on our travel portal. Of course, hotels and cars, number 1, right? So they're going to go in and they're going to see hotels, cars, and they're going to say, well, where's my flights? Well, guess what? You don't get flights until you sign up as an affiliate. Okay, so you don't get condos until you sign up as an affiliate. So anyways, I'm just showing you the differences, what they're going to see, because unless you go into your own account and sign up for a free trial and then come back into the back door to see what they see, which is I recommend, go ahead, sign up for a free trial yourself and see. But I'm just showing you real quick in the few minutes that I have left, the differences between this. Okay, so everything else functions exactly the same. Now, as you know, the free trial user is only going to get 50% of the discount. And you're going to get 100% of the discount, right? So what does that mean? So let's say you have a hotel and on your account, the wholesale price off of the databases is 36% off of, let's say, the Westgate in Las Vegas on the right-hand side of the screen at the top. 36% off. That's what you see because you're all in. Your chips are all in. You're full paying. You're an affiliate. You're growing the business. So that's what you get. That you're getting the direct pull out of the database, hand it over to you. Okay. Now, we don't want to give away the farm to everybody, but we want to give them a little taste. So on the left-hand side of the screen, you're going to see free trial user. What do they see? They see the exact same thing, but the percent is half. of the discount. So if the discount is 36% off, they're going to see 18% off. So that's why I circled and showed 18% versus 36%. So the free trial user is going to see half of the savings. Whatever the savings is, it's going to be half of that. They're still going to save money. So they're still ahead. This isn't like, well, okay, but that's the same as Expedia. No, you're still 18% off of that Expedia price. Okay. And it even shows you right there. What is the public price? $249. Where do we get that? From the databases of Expedia. So all the same databases that we're pulling out of, we can see what everyone else is seeing. We can see what Expedia offers. We can see what Priceline offers. And so our algorithm puts it out there and says, okay, on their websites, it's $249. The GFood discount's $44. That's 18% off for you. Congratulations. Woo! Now, notice how I circled that little tiny blue bar right underneath there. Save an extra $44. Click here, join GFood. Okay, then that's their call to action, right? Their CTA. So that's why we put that out there is like, hey, this is all wonderful and hunky and dory, but you just saved 18. Guess what? If you signed up, you saved 30. You double the saving percentage. Okay, and then if they clicked on that blue link right there, and it goes back into the sponsored sign up link you originally gave them, and then it says convert to affiliate, convert to full paying member. So that's how, so you can see it's all smooth. It's easy. It's really easy. And so if they don't want to, and you're like, hey, how'd it go? Oh, great. I've saved 18%. All right, you want to sign up? Oh yeah, no, it's not for me. It's like, you don't want to save double? No, like who does, they're not going to say that. No, I only want to save half. No, it's like, you click the button and you can save double this. Anyway, so that's all just salesmanship, but I'm just like common sense, right? Okay, so that's what I want to show you. That's what they're going to see. Now, what happens to that percent of the savings that they're not getting? This is cool. And Randy maybe already talked to you guys about this in trainings. Okay. So as a free trial user, they're only getting 50% of the savings. What happens to the other 50%? We're giving that back to the sponsor in travel reward points. So whatever they save, you earn. When I say you earn, it's going to go into your account. At the top of the screen, you see that little says my reward points, 1,456. Okay, at the top of the screen. That is your travel reward points. From one, your own personal travel. As you travel, you're gaining points. Just like the Delta program, it's just a reward program, a points program, right? Completely separate from the compensation plan. So you're going to be getting points off of your own travel, which is approximately 1% of your total travel of reservation. So whatever you book, 1% of that's going to go to your own travel points. Okay. Okay. Not doesn't sound like a lot, right? Where the points are coming from is the free trial users who are traveling. So they're traveling and they're that 50% that whatever they save, you earn. Okay. So for dollar, you're going to get that back in your trip wallet. And so all of a sudden you're going to see that jump from 1456, and then someone's going to travel and they're going to save $50. That $50 is going to go into 50 points on your account. Okay. So whatever they save, you earn. So when your points get over 10,000, so if you just move the decimal over to, because each point is worth 1 penny. When you have $100 worth of points, which is 10,000, okay, 10000, okay, move the decimal over to one. When that shows up 10,000 more, that's when you can cash it out and send it to your GFood e-wallet if you want to. Or what I like to do is just leave it in there, just like my Delta points. I leave it in there and I'm going to use that for my future travel. Okay, so you can use any points for future travel, regardless of how big it is. Right now, 1,456 points can be used for future travel. So when you go into the booking, your next reservation, and you're going to go to Houston or Dallas, you're going to pick a hotel, you can choose. Do I want to use cash? Do I want to use, just like Delta, do I want to use cash? Want to use my GFood points? Or do I want to use half cash, half points? Because I don't have enough points to cover the whole bill, but I want to use my points. Or, hey, you know what? I'm just going to wait and let that build. And then someday, you can pat yourself on the back, show your friends, hey, look at this. I got 100,000 points. I can start, that's when you start really traveling and not paying for anything. Okay. So that's the whole point of this. I'm saying, sorry to take up so much time, Randy, but use your points, use this free trial user, get half of whatever they're saving back into your account. And then now, if they did sign up for a real affiliate account, You lose out on getting anything because why? Because then now they're getting 100% of the savings and then they're on their own, right? Which makes sense. It's like you're not going to keep getting anything from them once they sign up as an affiliate. What you are going to get is them in your downline, them in your group, them, right? You want them to come in, you want to convert them into an affiliate. Because a lot of people are like, well, then I lose out on all their money, that my 50%. No, who cares about that? That's peanuts compared to the grand scope of the future of where you're going to take this, having them part of your group. So anyways, all right. So there we go. Last 2 points I'm going to make. Be a product of the product. So like I said, when Randy wanted to show it up in Salt Lake City, we donned them with the hats. Okay, here's my hat. You can see we donned him with the white hat. Look at him. He's wearing the hat. Look at Randy just put on the white hat. Okay, and I got a black one too because I love it. If I can change it up. So I got the one that Randy's wearing right now. Okay, so wear the hat, don the hat, don the gear. The gear is in the back office. You can also get that. Is it available now or maybe in the next week or so? All of our swag now will be on your back office in your portal that you can actually order off of your shop. Right now, be a product of the product. Here's the live. I got the product here. I take it every single day. My Gen 3, I just threw it out yesterday because I ran out. I'm out of Gen 3. I have already ordered my new Gen 3. It should be showing up tomorrow. I take Gen 3 in the morning, every morning I take the live. Okay, I'm sipping it. I'm feeling good. I'm being a product of the product. Now, last thing, of course, common sense. Post everything, share everything on social media. I'm following Randy and Wanda. Excellent examples. Post, post, post. Hey, because what they're going to see is they're going to see, and it's not the fake crap you always hear about, like, oh, look at their life. They're so wonderful. They're traveling the world. No, they're going to see, look, they deep down, they're going to compare themselves like, well, what do I have going on? I'm working for FedEx, throwing boxes in the back of a truck, and he's going to Houston having events, and he's loving life, right? So anyway, eventually they're going to say, all right, what's the gig? Let's just try this. Just try it. Just because, right, you got to get to that point. Are they all in, or are they gonna chew off little baby bites to get themselves in? Okay, you can't force anybody to do anything. Everyone hates pressure. They hate the fake stuff. Like, don't be showing no. Hey, look at me in a jacuzzi full of rose petals and crap. No one does that. Okay, so just hey, I'm on a plane. Me and Randy says, hey, me and Wanda on a plane going to Salt Lake City. Post that. Like. So anyways, post that. You can follow me. This is my link. I follow all of our leaders. And what we do is we start to but we start to feed off of each other's energy. So when I see Randy post something, I just click add to my story, boom. And when I see Calvin post something, I click add to my story, boom, right? So again, I'm just trying to be supportive, helpful, information, training, and help you guys achieve your dreams. And when we do that all together, when the water rises, all boats float. So that's it, folks. Love you all. Thank you so much. I'll just go dark here and listen to the rest of what you have to say, Randy. But you guys are amazing. Let's do this.
I appreciate you, Jim. Love the energy. What's going on, everybody? So we're going to bring up another speaker here. Thank you so much for all the value, Jim. Listen, y'all, if you didn't understand the travel portal, I think you understand it now, okay? That excites me. I always talk about it, but just to see it is just phenomenal. Listen, I've been in this industry for 11 years, especially in the travel space, and several companies have tried to pull this off, okay? And they did not pull it off, and GFU is pulling it off. They did it, okay? And so I hope you guys seen what I seen. If not, I'm reiterating letters. So anyways, I'm gonna bring up the next speaker. Get very excited about. Listen, I believe the energy is absolutely real. The gentleman I'm gonna bring up, he is he's a big face in this industry, folks. As a matter of fact, he's attached to a lot of people that we've seen, a lot of top earners in the industry. And I believe that birds of a feather that flock together. If you want to change your situation, you got to start hanging around the winners, okay? If you want to make $1 million a year or more, you got to hang around the people that are already doing it, or better yet, hang around those who are helping other people make that amount of money. And the gentleman I'm about to bring up, not only has he helped a lot of people attain that success like he's attained in his lifetime. He's been a part of the direct sales industry for over 18 years now. Okay, and you guys, you're gonna remember his name, but the funny part is, I'm gonna tell you about energy, is before I was in his organization, didn't know I would be in his organization, okay? I remember going to an event, a big event. There was a mixed event of networkers, and we went to this event, and I remember seeing all the speakers speak, and he did stand out to me, even though I was not in his organization, or even I wasn't even in his business at the time, okay? I was in another business. And I remember watching him speak, and I was very impressed because he started off his talk, and he talked about his family. And it's just something that attracts me. Someone who not only carries themselves and is excelling in the business, but they have a balanced life where they're to balance the family life, be a father, be a good example as a leader in the household as well as outside the household. And he shows that massively. Okay. He has 4 children, and he is present in their life. As you know, he's on this call, but his girls are at cheer practice and soccer practice, and he's getting this call in with you guys. Okay, he has his bachelor's degree in criminology and pre-law. He's been in the real estate industry for a long time. Is also a financial advisor. Okay, listen to me. All the hats. Okay, so when we talk about a mentor, okay, he can mentor you in just about every aspect of your life here. And I call him the mentor mentors because he's actually been mentors of some of the people that have mentored me. So, which is very, very powerful. So some names that you may know, like an Alex Morton, and Yvonne Tapia, okay, Daniel Ferrer, who's in this company right now, who's one of the #1 income earners in the company. And better yet, he's put over 2 million people in the system in his organization and building, and has been one of the top network is in the top 50 of all network marketers over the past 15 years. Okay. And now he's doing the same thing in this company, and we're paving the way. And so I want to bring to the stage Calvin Becerra. I appreciate you making the time for this call and embracing it with
Hey, what's up, Randy? Thanks, brother, for getting me on here. And to the team, welcome to GFU, and to prospects. Thank you for taking a look at what we got going on today. I'm super excited about not just GFU, but being involved in the industry at a time where people are really questioning their jobs. People are questioning the markets right now. People are questioning their futures, just because we're living in uncertain times right now politically, with a lot of stuff going on around the world. And this is the time when network marketing companies blow up, and that's the truth, right? I witnessed it in 2007 and 2008 when I got involved. I was 25 years old, and now here in 2024, I'm seeing it again, and I'm seeing people come in waves. They're just looking for the right company to be a part of. That's the thing. And thanks, Randy, for the edification before I jumped on. I know how this industry is; it's all about edifying. But if you ever get to meet me, and I know that we will, the people on this call very soon. I never forget where I come from. I'm a very humble person. I came from, growing up with a single mom, my identical twin brother Brandon, my younger sister Amber. We grew up in the projects in Northern California. So everything I have today is because of hard work. My mom. I after I graduated college, I got involved in real estate. I bought her first home. I moved her down to San Diego from the projects, by the way. And last night she was at my house, and last night we were sitting in the hot tub with my daughters and my mom, and it was the first time she'd been back there, and we were just sitting down, and it got quiet, and she was like, Calvin, she's like, I just want to let you know how incredibly proud I am, of you, because of how hard you've worked for your family. And then she looked at my little girls and she said, you guys know what you guys have here? And I told my mom, they don't know, because this is all they know, Mom. They didn't grow up how I did, but I want to show them that one day, but they're appreciative. They know how hard I work. And my mom smiled, but it felt good for my mom to say that to me, like, wow, I'm so proud of you, and that's worth more than any paycheck I can get in network marketing. That's worth more than the size of a team I can build around the world. So I want you to know that it's about the people. It's about where you come from, and people recognizing what you've built in your life for your next generation. And that's really what this industry has done for me. Thanks to Brad Boyle, thanks to Jim Dillon, thanks to my teammates, thanks to all of you guys, even on here right now, who are going to make a difference in my life. And my goal is to pay it forward and to serve you guys for the rest of my life. And, Randy said, Jim did a great job on talking about the business and everything else. So I'm going to share some things today, not everything, because we have plenty of time to learn, and information is powerful, but just one thing today is going to change your life. It's going to flip the switch for you. So don't worry. You probably already got it, or you will get it over the next few minutes. But Randy said, Calvin, I got a training tomorrow. I want to invite you as a guest speaker on there tomorrow. And I said, hey, no problem, man. I got to take my daughter to cheer practice in the morning. I got to take my other daughter to her soccer game. Then I got to come back and pick up my daughter from cheer and bring her to the soccer game, and then get them home later. And he's like, hey, man, you do you. That's family time. I know how important that is. We'll get on another time. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, that's my life. I'm just letting you know I will be in the car, but I never ever, discount myself away from this business. Like, I want my family to see how I can do everything, how I can balance everything, and that's really, really important to me. So for you guys on the call, just know that busy isn't bad. Busy means that you're succeeding. And, I wish that everybody had their camera on today, because I see all these little gray figures on Zoom. But, whether you got your curlers in your hair, you got your 5 o'clock shadow going on, whatever it is, I want to see your faces, because I want to meet. There you go. Thanks. What up, Leroy? What up, Mac? What up, Wanda? Good to see you. Because this is what motivates us. There's nothing, crazier than jumping on a Zoom and just seeing a bunch of gray Zoom, like I'm zoomed out little figures. We get motivated by each other. That's why we want to be around each other. This business is so empowering. It could be any company, any products, by the way. We could all crush it together. Okay. We could be selling number 2 pencils. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay. People believe in us and they want to be around us. The price of admission is buying some incredible products or services, and you get to be around some of the biggest leaders in the world for the rest of your life. Imagine what you will accomplish in your life just rubbing shoulders with us, just jumping on with us every Saturday. Like, it's life-changing. People pay tens of thousands of dollars to go to a 5-hour seminar to be around people like us. So I'm just telling you, we want to develop you guys. But I told Randy, dude, I'm jumping on. I just want to let you know what I'm doing. So it's cool seeing all you guys on here. I'm super excited to be a part of GFU. I've been here for just over a year and 1 month now, because we're in April now, year and a month. I started last March of last year. And when I said yes to GFU, I said yes to really the corporate team, right? I said it could be any product, any company, any service. Even if the company had nothing, we know the products the company can bring on. We know services the company can create for us, and we know how to build a business. So I already knew they were capable of doing that. They had a great travel platform. We knew we could dream up the wealth platform. We knew we can bring in some incredible doctors who can create billion-dollar products, because we've been a part of 2 back-to-back billion-dollar companies who did that already and broke every record in the industry. We knew they were capable of doing that. But what you can't control is the leadership of the corporate team, okay? Because that makes or breaks the company. And I've been a part of companies, and I've watched people part of companies, and usually it's always the breakdown of the corporate team or the leadership that really runs the company into the ground. So when I said yes to GFU, I was really looking for the right team that can lead the right team, right? Of guys who know and women who know what they're doing. And I found that in Brad Boyle. I found that in Kyle Copeland. I found that in Jim Dillon. I found that in Weston. I found that in Lucas. I found that in the people that are here at this company, and the list goes on. And these guys are really top quality guys. I mean, just Jim speaking, right when he mentioned, when he talked about karma, and he said, I believe it's a heaven thing, I believe it's a God thing. They have their hearts in the right place. So we have the right people leading. These guys have tons of experience. They're well educated, very well educated, graduating from the top business schools, coming from a great foundation centered in faith in each of their households. I've been at their dinner tables. I've been with their families. I knew that these guys could create something big, and us partnering, we could do something big. So we said yes to GFU. And in 1 year, what I've never seen any company do is create a triple platform, right, of a membership that we can go offer to the world: travel, health, and wealth. That's crazy. Like, I've never seen any company do the trifecta like that. Usually they'll focus on one or the other. We have travel, health, and wealth, right? You join GFU, you get access to an instant membership of education that's going to teach you how to make money from your phone, make money online, like everybody wants to do today, because no one wants to work for anybody. They want to work for themselves. You have access to the best health products in the world, which we're consumers by nature. All we do is spend every single day. So why not use products that are good for us from our own business and get paid to do it? And then also traveling. I mean, when I first joined GFU, people were like, what's GFU? I said, hey, we teach people to save money whenever they travel and vacation for free. They were like, tell me more. That was easy, right? In 90 days, I built a 7-figure income in 90 days, okay, just with travel. And then over the next year, they create the whole product health and wellness platform, bring in some of the top doctors around the world who created some of the top products that we've released. And now we're releasing a new all-natural energy drink, which is pretty cool. And then we brought in some of the top educators, some of the top people who run the top education companies worldwide, some of which you guys have been a part of, that are now here at GFU developing this platform here. And we have some of the best technology companies who've created are creating our apps right now. So like we have freaking tons of runway ahead of us to really fly, you guys. And we're just getting started. I just said 1 year. Usually the biggest burst of momentum in a network marketing company comes between year 3 and year 10. That's called the bend of the knee. It takes 3 years to get enough speed on the runway to get liftoff. We're in year 2 now that we're starting. Imagine the position you'll be in 2 years from now, 3 years from now. We're the ones that get to build this thing, you guys, together, right? So what you see right now is not what you get. It's going to get better and better and better. And what we have is already enough. That's what I want you guys to know, okay? Every week you have the opportunity to hear about the business, the products, the services, yada, yada, yada. You're going to, all that stuff. It's part of our industry. We share the science of the products. We share all of the different education resources on our education platform. We talk about how easy it is to use the travel platform. We already know how to book hotels, flights, rental cars. My wife's in Alabama right now. University of Alabama, helping my freshman son move out of his dorm into his new apartment for next year. And we got the rental car on GFU, saved $30. She got her flight. She only saved $15 on the flight, but who cares? We're saving money and we're racking up travel points. She saved $140 on the hotel. That was easy, right? That right there already paid for my month of membership. I'm like, done, right? So I'm just telling you, like, it gets better and better and better. It gets easier and easier. But literally every year when we take that Vedanta trip in Mexico, we're going to Cancun this summer. We were in Puerto Vallarta last year. That was an $11,000 vacation. Thank you, GFU. I paid $150 when I checked in and $60 when I checked out. Like, that's crazy. 1,500 square foot room, PGA golf course, 10 pools, 5 resorts, like teppanyaki grill at night, cool little club for adults and, you know, kids who are hanging out with their friends, golf cart service picking us up at our suite every day. Like, it's crazy, you guys, but experience that as well, because that more than pays for what you paid all year. Like, literally, we have value. The leadership team, the corporate team is already setting it up for us. We just got to do what we do best and lead people, motivate people, mentor people, use the products and services so we can share the value. Remember, every month people are paying $165 to get access to travel and education before products. All you got to do is sell $10,000 worth of value. Sell $1,000 worth of value, and 165 seems like nothing. If you're not selling value, then of course it's $165. But literally, like, jumping on the education platform when Manny Soto's speaking on financial literacy, like, dude, that's already way more than the price of what I'm paying every single month. And I still got 30 other educators I can learn from, right? Using the travel portal once a month when I'm traveling for business, or my wife needs to go take my daughter somewhere for cheer or soccer. That's already value right there. Like, I'm winning every single month. And then again, every summer when I take that Vedanta, I'm winning times 100, you guys. So it's nonstop here to the top. We're going to have fun doing this thing. I'm excited to meet you guys. I want to close with this. I've been very successful over the last 18 years inside of this industry because I'm really good at keeping it simple when it comes to the business. I never try to pretend the doctor or the scientist or the expert. I'm just me. Literally, I built a multiple 7-figure income for the last 15 plus years because I keep it simple. I want people to be relatable. I want people to think, if he can do it, I can do it. Because that's what I thought when I joined network marketing. When I went to my very first meeting, I saw this girl on the video, on the company's video, and her name was Holly Roush. And she's like, I put 44 people in this business to have 4,000 people underneath me, and I'm a multi-million-dollar income earner in this industry. All she had to do was say that. I didn't care what the CEO said on the video, what the doctor said about the products. I didn't care about the company story. All I had to hear was what she said right there. And I thought, man, if she can do it, I can do it. And that's all. Right then, it was on like Donkey Kong right there. I knew I'd be $1 million income earner. I wouldn't put 40 people in this business, 20 left and 20 right. 7 of them treated it like a business. I grew a team of 4,000. In 8 months, I became the youngest millionaire in my first network marketing company. And that's been the recipe. 20-20 vision. 20 on your left team, 20 on your right team. If you want to do it again, 20 on your left team, 20 on your right team. And the reality is that 1 to 2 people on each team are going to take it seriously, and that's all you need. You just work in the fires of your business. But I taught this 5-step plan, you guys. Every company, this is my third. My first company was the fastest $1 billion company. Then the second company bought my first company, and we recreated the even faster story to $1 billion. Now this is my third company, and this is chapter 3, the next $1 billion brand. Now with people I really want to work with, right? So in each company, I created this 5-step process. Okay. I remember my first company was Kit Case Auto Ship Star Maker, right? This third company, it's simple. Okay. It's place, pack, product, reach for, teach for. That's all it is. Place, pack, product, reach for, teach for. It's this simple. When someone says, so how do I build this business, Randy? Like, I'm not a salesman. Everyone says, dude, we're all salesmen. Okay. Everybody is a salesman. No, even the people that say they aren't. Okay. Like people say, I had to sell my wife on marrying me. Okay. Right. I had to sell my professors in passing me. Let me just tell you that, right? I had to sell my mom in believing in me. So just, I'm just saying, we're selling our friends and trusting us. Like all these, I had to sell Brad Boyle and seeing me as a big leader in this company, putting me on the stages to speak in front of thousands, like all those things. Okay. So we're all salespeople, just so you know that at the end of the day. But I just say, dude, it's simple. We keep it simple. There's 5 steps to becoming successful. And the crazy thing about it is the first 3 are done in 15 minutes. Okay. The final two is what you focus on over and over and over and over and over again in this business. Okay. So number one, place. Okay. First, get with someone who's already a part of GFU, get the link to their website, and secure your placement in the organization. Okay. Placement, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Secure your place, get your spot. Okay. Second step is pack, right? Select the enrollment pack that fits your needs and your time commitment. And it's really simple. I keep it simple. I know there are all these packages, dude. There's either a big pack or a small pack. You pick one. They're like, which one do I pick? Well, do you have big goals or small goals? That's only you can answer that, right? Nobody ever says I got small goals. Okay. They say I got big goals. And I say, then get the big pack. The same as I did. All right. It's so simple how this business is. Okay. Get the big pack. Number 3 is product. Okay. Which product are you going to use every single month? Because you got to be a product of the product. Just find a product that fits your lifestyle, not her lifestyle, not his lifestyle, your lifestyle. Which one can you see yourself using? Well, I'm really into health and wellness. I really want to change people's lives. Good. Get the Live, get the collagen, get the Wave product. Cool. No, I really want to teach people to make money from their phone. I want to tell people that this is the business of the 21st century, that literally everybody's going to be working anywhere remote, anywhere in the world, right? The world's their oyster, from their computer or their laptop. They can literally live on an island and build the lifestyle of their dreams. Okay. I really want to know what GFU Live is about. Okay. Subscribe to GFU Live, because then you get travel as well, right? It's so simple. So product. Okay. So place, pack, product. Those 3 things are done in like 5 to 15 minutes. Once you do that, or they do that, they're done with that. Okay. And whenever they enroll people do what people do. They're going to say, how'd you get started? So remember, the way you get started is important. So that's going to multiply like crazy, whether it's big or small. Okay. And then steps 4 and 5 are the business. Reach for, teach for. Okay. What's reach for mean? Go find your 4 people so you can hit your 4 or more. Your goal is to get this business for free. You want to show people, literally, I have a business with no overhead. Let me show you how I did it. Reach forward. Step number 4. Go find 4 people who complete steps 1, 2, and 3. That's it. 4 people who complete steps 1, 2, and 3. Now you got your 4 no more. Now your business is paid for. Imagine that story. What do you think the 4 people are going to do once you showed them you did? They're going to do the same thing. And that's step number 5. Teach 4. Teach those 4 what you just did to get to where you just got. Right? The goal is free. Right? The goal is GFU pays for my business. That's the goal. That's why we created 4 no more, you guys. Right? Reach 4, teach 4. All this business is about. Do not graduate from that level. Keep it so freaking simple. Let everyone else overcomplicate it. Let everyone else on stage try to sound like the smartest guy in the room. Okay? Because you're making the most. You're making more of them. You can't take your rank to the bank. Don't worry about the ranks. Focus on that check. All right? And literally, all this business is about is making sure every new person knows how to reach 4, because they need their 4 no more. Okay. And every time we see somebody new joining, let's go teach them step number 4. Let's go teach them step number 4. Let's go teach them step number 4. Right. So that way they can move on to step number 5 by showing their teammates what they did, because people don't do what you do. Don't do what you say. They do what you do. People listen with their eyes, not with their ears. When they see you reach 4, they're going to go reach 4. All right. So, and that's the business, you guys. Is that crazy? That is the business. Ask Danian Fire, one of the top 10 income earners in the world, how he started this business. He came to my meeting when I was 27 years old in Germany, my first time in Germany. He came there to cross-recruit the people at the meeting to his company called Next Europe. He saw me teach the 5-step process, and when it was done, he told me the truth. I came here to recruit your people, but I want to join your team instead. And he joined me. He's like, dude, I've never seen anyone teach something so simple. And he taught that. He became one of the top network marketers within his first 3 years with me. And he's probably one of the most, influential leaders in the world. Okay, today there's no better leader than him in Europe. Okay, and everybody knows him. So he's a part of my team. Ivan Tapia, one of the first guys that I enrolled. Am I still on? Let me make sure my internet's working. Okay, no. Cool. Yeah, Ivan Tapia. I remember he joined network marketing for the first time shortly after I did. And we taught that 5-step method all throughout Rosarito, Mexico. He lived in San Diego, and we crushed it, And then they shut down San Diego, which was sad. I don't know why the company did that. That's why leadership's important on the corporate side. And then he went to Organo Gold and crushed it. And then he went to, why am I forgetting the name, dude?
Jeunesse?
Anyway. Oh yeah, he went to No, Yvonne, he went to, where you guys were
Oh,
before?
I am. That's
I am, Randy, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So he was going to come to Jeunesse, but then he ended up going to IM because Alex wanted him to go there. So they started something cool, and good for them. So it's important, but I'm just saying that, like, dude, you keep it simple and you fly, you guys. The only other thing outside of that 5-step process you have to know, and this is how you grow like crazy, is just be the best promoter, because that's all we are. We're promoters. You don't need to be doctors, scientists. We're promoters, literally. We teach that 5-step process, and then all we do for our business, we promote everything. We promote the calls, promote the events, promote the weekly webinars, promote the trainings. All you have to do is to be the best promoter, because when people show up, they go up. And all you need literally are 4 or 5 people catching fire in your team, and you're done. It's over with, you guys. Like, the cake is baked. All right. And that's really what it's about, you guys. So anyways, that's it for me. I appreciate you guys letting me spend some time with you guys. Can't wait to meet you guys in person. To Randy and Wanda, thank you for your leadership. You guys are amazing. Jim's right. When we first met you guys, we were, after we checked into the hotel and we went over to STK Steakhouse and had a great dinner, I knew immediately the chemistry was there. We were going to build something big because you guys had big hearts. And you guys don't forget where you come from. I heard your stories. I know how hard you're working, dude. I mean, your track record, Randy, just from where you come from and what you've done in your life before network marketing speaks volumes about leadership. Like, people want to follow you. And I'm just saying, like, imagine the leaders we have on this call, but in our team together, we do events. Like, those are multi-million-dollar events. People going in there and leaving like changed forever. So we have a lot to look forward to here at GFU. I appreciate your service, bro. I appreciate both you and Wanda leading the team here. And thanks to the corporate team for jumping on and supporting us. Corporate teams don't do that ever. So I'm glad you guys are. And I'm always here to serve you guys, servant-driven leader for life. And I can't wait to meet you guys, all of you guys in person. So thanks, Randy and Wanda. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much, Calvin. Thanks for taking the time. Man, you crushed it. My goodness. Remember I told you guys when I started this call that you're always learning? Okay, and I've been in the industry for 11 years, okay? And Calvin just literally served us exactly what we need to go build the business to where he's at right here. And just like you all, I'm going to stick close to Calvin, okay? Learn everything that he knows. We're going to use the blueprint. Okay, well, I'm going to say what he said again. Place, pack, product, reach for it, teach for it. That's it. 5. Calvin, you just motivated. I don't know how you guys feel. I'm motivated and ready to stop the car right now, but we got some more to go here. So I'm going to keep on going a little bit. But, man, Calvin, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And I'll say this on the call. Calvin did say that one day, and we're going to figure out what it's going to be, that, we can get some leaders and we can create an event, fly down to him or whatever the case may be. So I will say it right here. We're going to create something where you guys can actually meet Calvin in person, and we do some one-on-one or like group mentorship, but it's going to be something that you guys can earn. So it will be attainable. And we'll create something, and then we'll have, kind of a meet and greet maybe for executives or silver executives that we all can fly and go meet out Calvin, or he can fly in for an event that we have here. So we're going to do that. Thank you so much, Calvin. All right, so going on, here's what I'm going to show you guys. Let's go in the back office real quick, and then we're going to bring the call to a close with how to finish building your business here. So in the back office, listen, this company, let's go to your orders here. Remember, he's talked about product, okay? So product, choose a product that's right for you. I'm going to show you several ways that you're going to put volume into your business, okay? This is my first time doing a product-based company. Typically, I've been in all service-based companies, digital companies, and now we have all of it. So when you're looking at orders, we have some new stuff in the background right now. If you guys see, we just actually got Wave. It's in pre-order right now, but it's coming in June, okay? 3 cases, so each case is 24 cans. We have an energy drink. Okay, so just know that's in the back office, and I know they're working on some more SKUs to put back here. So we have our Wave product that's coming out. If you don't have a product, maybe you just did the digital pack. This is a way for you to come in here and maybe buy your collagen every single month that you need to get it. Or if you have free customers, I'm going to talk about how your live customers can do this as well too. So no, it's not, if they don't join you as a member right now, remember, you're going to give them the free trial. Okay, that's for the trial portion, but they also can become a live customer for free. Okay. And when they become a live customer, they can just put themselves on any one of these auto ships that they want, or just buy the product right out. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how to do that here. And so when you send them out your link is gonna look like this. We just click right here. Okay, that's the link you're gonna send them. Now this is the free trial I'm gonna show you. But when you go down for them to become a live customer, this is where you get your free trials at. They just go here. They can either shop on your website. Okay, they're gonna get it for the regular price. Now you get the commission. I believe you get the difference. Or you get something commission based off the difference as well as the points based on what they buy here. Okay. So they can literally just go buy the collagen. So it's an easy sell to, you know, if you have family members that, you know, listen, collagen is important. Our live product antioxidants are important. So you give them the education. They said, yeah, I think I would like to do that. Okay. They can also start as a live customer. When they start as a live customer, they actually have a login and it's going to look like this. Okay. So when they become a live customer, they'll have something like this. They'll have a free trial pass membership. Okay. But then they also have a back office. So when they go to the web office, it's going to look like this. Is the travel portal portion. They can actually order products as well too. Okay. So I just want you guys to be aware and see that. Go play with yourself so that you understand, you know, so you can walk some people through it. So they don't, if they don't become a member because they're looking at the 275 pack or the 1100 pack or whatever, okay, maybe they're in the health. You can get them to buy some products here, or, you know, they can upgrade through all of them. You see all these here? So at some point they're going to ask you, what are all these other things? Okay. So they can put themselves on a Gen 3 auto ship, or buy 2 jars a month, or whatever the side. You just educate them on which one of these products, and you see there's margins on top. If they were a member already, this was actually $1,200. Okay. So you'll get a lot of benefit from your customers as well too. So either they're a customer and they'll funnel to become a paid member, or they'll just remain a customer. So you have a group of customers, and then you'll have your affiliate and your actual members that you have in the company. All right. So that's our product there. So I want to, if no questions there, I'm going to finish this off with our PowerPoint. Here, let's see. There we go. So finish this off here. And just, if you have any questions, type them in the chat here. And also, one thing I want you to say, if you guys got value so far, especially from Calvin and Jim, definitely drop some fires in the chat as we bring this call to a close. Give me about 20, we got about 15, 20 more minutes. We're going to bring this call to a close here. I just want to give you guys some prospecting tips to go out and now go get those numbers, right? So we have the 5 steps that Calvin Becerra gave us. I'm going to show you guys how to reach out to your hot market or warm market. Okay, remember we talked about warm market, cold market. Cold market, you need to make warm. Okay, we're never going to present just off. Well, you can, but I'm telling you, it's just a harder process. But you're always going to make people warm market. Okay, how do you do that? You friend them, you put them in your funnel. You know, you have conversation with them. Eventually, they start trusting you, and when they trust you, they become your warm market. All right. So these are the things you're going to start sending to your warm market. So if I was going through my list, so now I got my list of 100 to 500 people. What do I do now? Okay, how do I get them to see the information? All right, so it can be something simple. And I'll tell you, for me, I have a lot of experience in the industry. People trust me. If you are that person, you have a lot of trust, and people want to follow you, you're going to realize you're going to have you're going to be able to just get people in front of the information. Okay, I got to tell you, I can just get people in front of the information just by saying, hey, I need you to see something, because they know kind of what I've done in the industry. However, you may not be able to have that same result. So you need to just be able to get them to see the information. All right, so I need you to know that. And if you are that person that has the credibility where you can just unorthodox get people to see some information, just know you still got to learn how to do things so that it duplicates. Okay, because if you don't learn how to duplicate yourself, okay, your business will die. It's either duplicate or die. All right. So the first thing, if I want to get someone to call, okay, I'm hitting them up text messages, because that's the world we live in. If you call them, you can try to call them first if that's your norm. Call them with excitement and just start the conversation. Or you can give them a text. Hey, real quick, do you have 15 minutes to talk? This is big. You send that text to someone, they're going to say, yes, what's up? Okay. And then you just call. And then we're going to talk about what you're going to do. We're going to call it the 3-step setup. But then you're going to learn how to just talk to your friend. Okay. I want you to be normal and not be salesy, because people can smell the sell a mile away when you're going to sell something to them, but you want to come in authentically. All right. I want to teach you the if I would you statement. Okay. And so whether you're meeting someone, whether you're about to show them, okay, if you're texting them, so boom, they said they have 15 minutes, you're going to call them. You can also use this statement as well, okay, as well as you can also send this statement in a text. Okay, if I had a way that you could replace your income, would you want to hear about it? Okay, if I had a way that you can learn how to retire faster than what you were thinking, would you want to hear about it? If I had a way for you to live a healthier lifestyle, okay, right now, would you want to hear about it? If I had a way for you to take a vacation for free or earn a vacation per year, would you want to hear about it? You kind of get my drift here. So this is a way they're coming. If I would you, okay? And if I do this for you, would you do this? And they say, yeah, that means you're going to be able to show them the information. And the goal is to show the information as much as you possibly can. Just because someone doesn't sign up from the initial time that you show them does not mean that they're not going to join your organization. Listen, folks, I show people when I first started in network marketing, I showed a lot of people, okay? And I'm gonna give you an example of someone who signed in my business this time that seen me work through my last company, my first company, okay? And so you're gonna show all these people push to get the success, push to get the rank, get the money, and so forth. Show. And guess what? There's a lot of people watching. All the people who said no, you know what they're watching for? They're watching to make sure they made the right decision when they told you no. Okay? For real. It's not that they're necessarily betting against you, but they want to know that, man, did I make the right decision when I told them no? Because I didn't think it was going to work. Okay? Because that's what most people, if they knew that it was going to work, they would sign up. That's the truth. Okay? But they're thinking several things in their head. Is this person really going to do it? See, most people hop in things and they get out. They quit every day. Okay? People quit their jobs every single day. And that's what most people expect. And that's why I tell you, you need to be here a year from now. The reason that Wanda and I are successful in this industry, because we were not willing to quit. We were not. And that means, there's a difference between quitting and failing. See, quit means you're done. Okay? You can fail, but failure only happens when you quit. Okay? I'm going to get back up every single time. Someone tells me I'm going to go show another person. Okay? One person tells me no, let me go show 10 others. And keep going. You got to have that mindset. All right. And that's what's going to make you successful in the industry. So when my first company, when I was just showing, a lot of people told me no. And you know what's crazy? The people who told me no didn't miss out on the next opportunity. And even in this company right now, I had someone who watched me my entire first company. Now they were a prospect because I met them on a vacation. They're in my business now. They're excited about doing this. Okay. And they hit me up and I didn't realize that they were a prospect I met while I was on a vacation, but they literally just they hit me up and said, hey, I want to join your team. I watched you do this for some years. I know you're going to crush it. And they joined just like that. Okay. And so what I'm telling you, this next 90 days, you go all out, you put everything in this, you learn from each leader you can possibly learn from, right? You plug into Calvin, you plug into Manny, you plug into myself, you plug into Wanda, okay? You plug into the corporate staff, anything that's happening in the company, plug in, okay? Here's another easy one. This is why I say the person who holds the clicker gets paid quicker. When you get used to presenting the information on your own, you can make money anytime that you want, right? You can present the information anytime that you want, right? Okay, are you free for coffee today? Hey, will you be free for coffee sometime this week? Let's have coffee. Or coffee ? You send someone and they're like, when, where? Okay, if they're in a local area. That's how you build a local team. Okay, I got some people that in Abilene, and they can attest to this. Listen, every day in Abilene, a little small town in Abilene, Texas, that's where my network marketing career started. And I would get up every single day, okay? I was working my 5 to 9 until my 5 to 9 was done. And in 2013, I was building network marketing full time. All right. And what I would do every day, I would wake up is I would go through my list, see who I was going to show, see who's going to sign up, go meet with my leaders. Okay. And they know we would meet at where? Starbucks. Okay. And we would sit at Starbucks all day long. This is when I was in. Okay. Meet at Starbucks all day long. And all I have them do, hey, bring your prospects to Starbucks. And we'll just go. Because I had something to get to. I wanted to be free. And I don't know how bad you want it. Okay, I don't know what you're willing to put in for it. I don't know what you're willing to sacrifice for it, but I will tell you if you put the energy in it, you're in this thing, you're going to get the energy out of it. Okay, you're going to teach your team how to grow. So, we would show up at Starbucks, Buffalo Wild Wings every single day. So it started Starbucks. It would end at Buffalo Wild Wings. That was my life in Abilene, Texas. And we built a massive team in that very first company. Okay. And it was, hey, coffee ? It was, hey, I'm at the coffee shop. We're doing something big. Come up here real quick. It was, hey, we're at Buffalo Wild Wings right now having a beer. Come here, have a beer real quick. I want to show you something. And so if you could do that, listen, you can build this business. Now, when you finally get the people in front of you, okay, you're going to do something called a 3-step setup. Meaning you're going to tell your why. Why are you doing this? Now, don't sound salesy about it. Be transparent about it. If you haven't figured out what that why is, I want you to really think about, why did you get started? What is your pain point? What is hurting you right now? Okay. Is it the lack of money in your bank account right now? Is it the lack of, I can't even travel right now because I don't got any money? Is it the lack of, I can't even buy a home right now because this is happening? Whatever that is, talk about your why. Listen, man, I've been, it could be, I've been watching this mentor for a very long time, and I realized I've been working job to job, and I realized all my jobs have been dead end, and I want something that is going to be lifelong for me, that is going to actually pay me my worth. I feel over time that I have not been paying my worth, and because of that, I haven't been able to sustain my family. I've been spending time with kids and so forth. I'm literally time broke and money broke at the same time. Okay. And so I ended up researching this company, and after doing the research, I learned about the corporate staff. The leadership is phenomenal. These guys are doing this, and that. I'm all in. Okay. And whether this is for you or not for you, the takeaway, number 3, the takeaway, whether this is for you or not for you, I wanted to be the first person to show you because I know our friendship is important. Okay. And that's it. That's your 3-step setup. And then you show the video or you give the presentation because now you spilt, think about it. You spilt your heart out to them of why you're hurting. Okay. You got to understand the points that you're hitting. And then you go into, man, but I found the solution. Here's the company I'm using now. Okay. They're not going to say, no, I don't want to hear it because you just spilled your heart out to them. And then the takeaway is, hey, so they don't feel bad if they do say no. Hey, dude, whether this is for you or not, whether you say yes or no, I just wanted to show you so you know what I'm doing. Okay. And that's the 3-step setup before you show someone what it is you're about to show them. Now, GFU has made it very simple to expose people. Okay. I won't go over, we already went over the if I would you. Okay, in long term, you can take a picture of that if you want, just some ideas. But if I would you is pretty simple to use. You can use it in a lot of different ways. So screenshot that, take a picture of it. And then when building our business, folks, listen, Calvin said it right. You sponsor 4 good people and you're done. That's the truth. This compensation plan, I'm gonna just keep it very, very simple. I've been used to building my very first company, building a binary. It was the best ever because the success that you create, the stories that you create just by stacking, putting people and stacking and going all the way down, building death is going to make a lot of people successful. For example, the first 50 people in the company, for example, in the business, when we're building a power leg, guess what? When we get to 300 customers, those first 50 people are already halfway to making $10,000 a month in residual income. And all they have to do is start building the other side and do what they do. So when he said 20/20 vision, 20 on the left, 20 on the right, and you're done. That came from our presidential diamond. Okay. That came from one of the top 50 networkers of all times over the past 15 years. Okay. 2 million customers in the system. Okay. He has mentored the top 5 networkers as well, too. That's who this came from. So I'm following that lead there. So just know that you're on someone's power leg and we're just going to build that leg all the way down. And all I want you to do, chase the leg. Okay. Your goal is to chase the leg. Chase the leg and put your people in position. Okay. And so going through this, we'll talk about building duplication later. This is about launching your business right now. Get your 4, become an executive. This is the first level, okay, that I know that you're serious. We have an executive on the call. I want to go ahead, since we got him on the call, give a shout out. We do have an executive on the call, Mr. Andre English. I'll recognize you here. Andre English hit executive last week in the company. So, and he's working towards silver executive. So I just want to give him a shout out with that. We're going to have a flyer being posted. We also have Sebastian. He's now on this call. Sebastian is a silver executive. He also hit the very first week that he started. So he's on his route to the next level, gold executive. And I know that we have some executives and some silver executives loading on this call right now from the information that you just heard. So I'm excited. This is the beginning right now, but I want you to understand the compensation plan. We build 2 teams, okay? 20/20 vision. If you're able to get yourself to gold executive by yourself, listen, your team is just going to explode. Okay. This is going to be a time that you just got to put in the work. If you put in the work, it's going to be fed back to you. Your first 90 days, all I can say is your first 90 days is the most important 90 days that you will ever make this run to. Okay. And you lifted the lid off of your income just by joining the company. And so when we look at this, for example, you look at director, which is 10,000. This is my goal for just about everybody on the call. Over the next 90 days, I'm looking for 10 people that want to go director for real in 90 days. It's going to take all out massive actions. Every day we're doing income producing activities from 5 to 9. Every presentation, you're on every presentation, not missing if you're trying to go director right now. You're on every training event, not missing, trying to go director right now. You're plugged into the system every day for 90 days if you're trying to go director in this time frame. So that's what I'm looking for, 10 individuals who want to go director over the next 90 days. And we're going to plug in and we're going all in. I'll show up in your market. I'll build with you. Okay. Of course, you'll meet the leadership. You'll meet Calvin. You'll meet Manny. You'll meet Jim. You'll meet the corporate staff as well, too. And we're going to do this thing on a big level. Okay. Then ultimately, the ultimate goal, for those who choose that they want to become diamonds. If you want to become a diamond, obviously you get that incentive trip every single year. But beyond that, you're making $50,000 a month, folks. What I can tell you, when you become a top earner, money problems go away. And today, here's what I'm gonna tell you have. Today, you have a labor problem, not a money problem anymore. See, your money problem, the day that you joined this company, your money problem went away. Okay. And it became a work problem. And today, now it's just time for us to put in the work the work that's needed to go make the income that we want. Okay. So I appreciate you guys for being on this call, for putting in the effort. And let's go. It's game time, man. I see you, Sixto. I see you, Mac. Like I see Miss Webb on here. I see you. I see the eyes. Listen, I remember the time that I was sitting in the back of a company, okay? And I remember I was pacing back and forth. And I watched the story after story after story. My first company, I'm gonna tell you what made me go big, what made me go all in. And I'm watching the top leaders walk the stage, and I'm pacing back and forth like, this is my time. This is the company. And I think I was at like the fourth rank in that company at that time. And I'm like, I'm getting to the top. I made a decision at that event. You see, events, this is an event, okay? Decisions are made at events. And I remember saying, I could do this. I'm gonna learn how to present. I'm gonna be the best I can possibly be. I'm gonna plug into everything. And I did. And over that next year, me and my wife, we would set a goal in that company and we would reach the top ranks. We would break goals in that company and we would reach the top rank and we would be the people on those stages. We would be the people talking and educating other people to become what we became. See, what I'm telling you right now, yeah, you may not see it right now, okay? That you may be one of the trainers, that you can become Calvin Becerra, that you can be the next Webb, or you can either be the next top earner, but you can, because there's nothing special about us. Listen, folks, born and raised in Compton, California. Okay, I was a young teenage dad. I was running away from my problem, and I joined the military, the best decision I ever made. And I always say it was the best leadership factor I could ever go through. And when I went to the military, I realized that it wasn't that things were happening to me. Okay, it was the perspective that I was looking at it at. And I took control of my life. And I said, everything from this point on, I get to decide. I get to make a decision of what rooms I'm in. I get to make a decision of what community I'm a part of. I get to make a decision on my income level. And so I became a pilot, folks. There was no pilots in my, none of my family members were pilots. Okay. And what I'm telling you, when you put your mind on something, you will become that thing if you obsess about it. Okay. If it becomes a desire, if you're coachable, okay, if you can take a punch. Those are the things needed to be at the top in this company here. So as I bring this to a close, let me show you guys this one last thing here. Getting excited ahead of myself here. I want to show you guys this. And I talk about this every call, but I always equate it to what we're doing because it's true. Okay. Anytime that you find that you're out of whack in life, and there's times that I'm out of whack. And you know what I do when I'm out of whack? When I feel I'm slowing down in my business, I go plug into someone. I go plug into someone with energy. Okay, I'll fly out to an event. I'll fly to go meet Calvin Becerra if I feel that my energy is off and I need it. So some of you just need to plug in, okay? But when it comes to leading, you first are going to follow and you're going to learn, okay? This was me as a co-pilot in the United States Air Force. And I can tell you my real thoughts, okay? This young man right here, my real thoughts. I remember being the co-pilot and the aircraft commander because you're in training. So always remember, you're always in training, okay? And so if you're looking to get to the next level, you need to find someone who is at the next level and you're going to emulate what they do, how they do it, and when they do it, as well as their energy, what they read, what they eat, everything. Okay. I wanted to be an aircraft commander. I was a co-pilot. I'm in the right seat. Okay. So you want to get to the left seat. Well, follow whatever the person is doing in the left seat so you can get really good at it. And so my aircraft commander, listen, this was my last deployment as a co-pilot. I became an aircraft commander in my next deployment I would go on, and I would lead my own crew. And so this is us coming across the night, coming back from Baghdad, rolling into Kuwait, giving my deuces up. That would happen every other day. I'll be doing this, okay? But I started building up my confidence, but my thoughts, okay? I remember when I first started and hearing the aircraft commander talk to the crew, and I remember in admiration, I was like, man, how does he just know what to say? Like, how is he so confident? Like, I admired the leadership, and I was like, I want to have that leadership. When I talk to people, they listen to me. Like, when I talk to people, I know what I'm saying. I'm confident. Okay, I have high self-esteem, and those things are going to come when you're doing the reps. Okay, they're only going to come when you're doing the reps. And doing the reps means you're going to do it unperfect. It's not going to be good when you first start. You're going to suck. You're going to stumble. You're going to stutter. Okay, you're going to sweat. You're going to do all the bad things. But the person who's going to win is the person who says, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. And another one. Okay. I'm going to do another rep. Boom. I'm going to do it again. Ah, suck. I'm going to do it again. Boom. That one, it's getting better. Boom. I do it again. And the person keeps on, and another one, and another one, and another one. And before you know it, it's a boom. And you got leadership and people are following you because leadership is a very important thing. And to leave you guys with this, okay, being a powerful leader that cares about people is very important in this industry. It's what's going to give you longevity in this industry, okay? I hope that this is your last company with me. I hope that we build a powerful empire together and no one goes anywhere, but I know that reality is just not that. Some of you are going to be with me, some of you not. I hope it's all, okay? But here's what it looks like. Leadership, my goal is that one day you're going to become number one, okay? What does that look like? When I talk about number one pilot talk here, okay, this is a formation. And every pilot has to go through formation training because they have to understand what mutual support looks like when you're going in to support and help someone and help elevate someone. And when you understand the way formation works, even birds block into formation for a reason. It's not that we're just doing this because it looks good. We're doing this so that we can travel a longer distance together. You see, when you try to do something by yourself, you only can get so far, but when you learn how to collaborate, okay, you can finish the mission together and you get the mission done, okay, much faster, okay, and much easier. Okay, so what is it about formation? Well, birds get in formation, okay, and they travel down to the south, first of all, because of food. They want to go get food because food is freezing up in the north. The second reason why birds are in formation is because they know they have to travel a long distance. And most of the time, if they try to travel by themselves, they're not going to make it. Okay? Because of the aerodynamics of their wings and the flow, what happens is the strongest bird always gets in the front of the crew, your leader. Okay? Your leader has all the knowledge. They've been through everything. They're resilient. They're coachable. They know where they're going. Okay? That's what this formation is here. So with that bird, with the lead bird, that lead bird is the strong and is flapping its wings. And the strength of those wings is producing lift for the weaker birds behind. And those weaker birds are able to take that lift and go a further lift than they would have been on their own because the leader is strong. Are you hearing me? And so anytime that you feel that you're out of whack and you're not in formation and you're not attaining results, you just need to slide back in formation. What does that look like? That looks like plugging into presentation. That looks like going to training events. That looks like using your products. That looks like hopping on a conversation with your mentor. Okay, that's always learning about your business. That's what it looks like to be in formation. Okay, so when we're looking at this, let me tell you how powerful it is to be a leader, okay, that cares about people. Oh, there we go. That cares about people, because this is what happens. If you don't learn the right things or you don't lead the right way, you can lead your crew into destruction. And one thing I'll tell you, I'll never lead my crew into destruction. Okay, this person right here, this is number one. Okay, tell 867. That's number one. He's called lead. And then you have two. Two is looking at one. Okay, you see his head looking over there? He doesn't look forward. Okay, because if he looks forward, he's going to bend some metal up. And we don't want to bend metal up because people die. All right. And this number two, okay, number three, you see his head look? He's looking at number two. Okay. And number four, okay, you see his head, he's looking at number three. It's very important. He never takes his eyes off the leader, because he knows if he takes his eyes off the leader, okay, he's going to bend metal up and he's going to destroy the entire crew. That's what can happen in the industry, right? You take your eyes off lead, you start doing something different. Now everything's out of whack and the team starts to fall apart. Okay. But if we stay in formation, I'm gonna tell you in this company that we're in right now, I'm getting goosebumps right now because I know what we're about to do. If we stay in formation in G-Food right now, and we really lock on for the next 90 days, all out massive action, and you're paying attention to the lead, right? You're following your sponsor following the lead. You see, you know who my lead is? I'm looking at Calvin Becerra. I'm looking at the corporate staff. That's who I'm following. I'm not looking anywhere else. I'm looking there, and I'm following their lead, and you're following my lead, and it goes all the way down. And so you know what's powerful about this? This person can lead you all the way to the destination. Before you know it, these guys get to the destination without even knowing it, just by them looking at the lead. And I want that for you all. And all you have to do is hop in formation, continue to look at the lead, and let's make this thing happen, y'all. It's our time. This is the company. Let's travel together. Let's build a family together. Let's make this thing legacy worldwide for real. So that's our call, y'all. Let's get it. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Go ahead and drop some stuff in our team chat as well too. So we have our Legacy Worldwide chat. If you're not in our fitness chat, we now have a Legacy Worldwide health chat as well too. You know, I see Leroy and Andre and who else we got in there constantly posting. We post we post what we eat. We post when we take our supplements. We post when we taking our live. We post when we taking our collagen. And so we're gonna get fit together. We're gonna get healthy together. Okay, we're gonna travel together, and we're gonna get wealthy together. This is our time. Let's go. You guys have a phenomenal day. Peace.